As you can tell by the stream title here, I'm going to be teaching you how to attack every single bomb site in Rainbow Six Siege, right? I'm going to be going over the most commonly attacked bomb sites. There's some bomb sites like Bar on Clubhouse where like you're just never going to attack there, right? So I'm going to be teaching you the most common bomb sites. All right, so first of all, we have the top floor of Oregon, right? For this, we're going to pretend that you're obviously attacking the top floor, right? So you're going to be attacking the top floor of Oregon first. Now, typically, the main walls that you want to get open are this wall here and the backside attic wall right here, right? That everybody knows that, right? Everybody knows that? That's pretty easy. Usually, you want to bring an ace to do that or a maverick if you're pushing attic. Either way, it works. But ace is going to open up the right side of this wall and the left side. You want to throw the ace kind of like a little low so that you can crouch through it instead of having to vault through it, right? Because vaulting, when there's like 30 angles looking at you, is not fun. These are more just for an angle onto white stairs. I honestly like to shoot out the second H charge, so it's just head holes, and there's no hole here, so I can crouch behind this reinforced wall, and then I can peek out if I need to, like, cover somebody planting or something. But just make sure that this H charge is low enough so that you can just crouch through it and you don't have to vault through it, right? And then you can literally just run to the default plant and plant here. It's very, very simple. Optionally as well, if you have like a soft breacher, you can breach open this wall right here if it's not already open for you. And then it gives way more easy access for like top main to Maso or Maso to top main. It's just a nice rotate to have, especially if you do the next thing, which is putting an ace charge on the reinforced attic wall. You know how they'll put a reinforcement here and then put head holes right here? That's why you're going to open this, because you can't really walk through this wall, but if you open it, you can walk through it and get a lot easier access into attic, right? Because walking through this doorway normally is a death trap. You never want to do it, right? But if you open this wall, it makes it a lot safer because then you're walking in attic and you only have to worry about this doorway. And the only angle you really have to watch is this one here. And then maybe you can even plant right here instead, right? The second default plant. So that's personally how I like to attack this site. Also, quick little tip, if you breach open this wall here, like this, you can get a cool little angle onto the head holes in the attic, so that's pretty nice. Or if you ace open the wall, you can watch the kids rotate. If you use this breach right here, if it's a little further back, you can watch the same rotate or the door, so it's pretty nice. And then if you end up actually going attic side, what a lot of people will do is they'll play Maverick and they'll put like feet holes all across this wall and they'll sit on the staircase and sit and shoot people through the feet holes right here. So it's a nice little thing you can do there. You can put head holes here, and then eventually as Maverick, you just make a little circle rotate right here, and then you push yourself into attic. But that's how you attack the top floor objective. There's two ways to attack this objective. You can go from main wall and backside, or you can do a big window white stairs take. The big window white stairs take, you just open big window, and then you push up white stairs. Very, very easy to do. But that's how you attack the top floor. Let's move on to the next bomb site, which is going to be the basement of Oregon. So when attacking the basement, there's two places you can attack, just like when you're attacking the top floor. And when you go throughout this video, you'll find that most bomb sites have multiple different ways that you can attack them, right? So the first way that you can attack the basement is you can do a barrels push. The entire point of a barrels push is to be able to take right here, which is called elbow, so that you get onto this rotate right here, and you have all these angles into sight for a plant, right? But where are you actually going to plant? The whole purpose of taking elbow is to have one person here covering you so that you can go through here and plant in the default spot right there, right? If you want to do that though, not only do you need someone on elbow, but you need someone on the back stairs, and then you need someone preferably on the hatch with flash grenades that can like flash the person pillar, drop, and then help get the plant down, right? So that's the default plant. That's the default take for this bomb site. Now, why I brought Hibana is because typically you want Hibana for the hatches, right? So I know like, okay, I need to get this hatch if I want to be able to do that. And then we'll worry about the other hatches later. But for now, this is really the main hatch you want to get. Opening this hatch allows you to shoot open angles here. So if they're like on this door contesting your guys in barrels, you can shoot them if they're on that door. You can use these head holes if they're actually in elbow. But the best part is you can flash grenade anybody in pillar. And then once that pillar kit is flashed, you drop and try to take this gunfight, right? You can reflash him if you need. You can sit behind a corner and just run into sight and say, fuck that kid and leave him. Because the best part about this strat is usually somebody, one of your solo queue teammates, just pushes the back stairs and they're holding the pillar kit anyways. So if he's blinded, he's either going to sit behind the pillar and die, or he's going to swing out blinded and die anyways, right? So it's just a really good strat. So you open that hatch, you flash down, and then you use another flash grenade here. You sit and plant here while your guy in elbow covers freezer and covers your walk-in here. That's how you attack it. That's attack number one. The second way that you can attack this bomb site is doing a freezer, or no, that's not freezer, doing a freezer and a main take. And the way that you do that is a heavy roam clear setup, right? So if you notice they're roaming a lot, I do the first take, but if they're not roaming at all, or they're barely roaming, I do this one. So what you do is you push small tower, right? You drone out all the small tower, you drone out shower hall, into shower, dining, kitchen, you drone out all of this. You have somebody droning out 3rd floor, and then you get open this hatch. And then as Hibana, you're gonna come over here and you're gonna open this hatch. The cool thing about Hibana too is Hibana can open Miras, and people love to play Mira on this site, so that's just another reason why I picked Hibana, right? But with this hatch open and the other hatch open, you can throw flash grenades down to freezer right here. So if you're the Hibana, you're throwing flashes, and then you have one guy walking down freezer, boom, taking that gunfight, taking freezer on the head holes, shooting the default, whatever it may be. Taking freezer is important, but the only reason you take freezer is because you have a guy also with diffuser taking main stairs. If you have a guy main with diffuser trying to plant, like let's say here, or trying to plant on the hard wall right here, your guys in main on these head holes can cover you. If they're on the head holes, they can cover your laundry rotate from behind you, and they can cover your hallway. They can also cover your head holes. So that's why a main freezer take is so good, because you can cover each other using these head holes, and just trying to cover the plant right here and using the hatches for flash grenades. Very easy take, but that is how you attack the basement. Let's go over some of the mid-floor objectives for this bomb site. The next bomb site is going to be kitchen and dining. Now, there are 2 ways to attack this bomb site like every other bomb site. First is getting open the dining wall, and the second way would be getting open the kitchen wall. So if you want to get the dining wall open, it's pretty simple. You just have to go to top small tower and go through one of the windows after droning it and just try to take small tower. It's not that hard. There's 2 windows looking here, so if anyone's sitting small tower, you get 1 person on this window, 1 person on this window. You're throwing flash grenades, and he's dead. Very, very simple, right? So what you can do, instead of going up to the actual wall and putting a thermite on it, all you have to do is put your thermite charge right next to this ladder right here, a little bit more forward, kind of like right here. And this thermite charge will actually explode the wall from above. So it doesn't matter if it's electrified, it'll open the wall. And the cool part is you can vault over it too for a plant. If you have thermite, you also have smoke grenades too, so you can smoke off this door right here. Oh, I missed. But you get the idea. You smoke off the door, you go for a plant behind the couch right here. And it's pretty easy to get a plant down that way. Your only worry when actually trying to do this is anybody playing in the shower hall or in shower on these common little like head holes right here, right? If you want to deal with that, all you really have to do is get a guy in this window. If you have a guy in this window, they can't get in the shower hall. And if they're on these head holes here, they're going to get shot by the shower window. They can tuck right here. But if you know that they're tucked because no one on the window can see the kid, you just pre-fire, right? It's very easy. You're going to unfortunately have to take a gunfight, but welcome to Rainbow Six Siege. Once you clear shower, though, it's pretty easy. You just smoke, hit a plant down, and you pretty much win the round. It's, I think, the easiest way to take shower, but if you have a more coordinated team, I can show you the second way that you can take this bomb site, and that is from pushing the kitchen wall instead. So if you want to be able to take the kitchen wall, unfortunately, you're going to have at least 2 hard breaches here. You want a thermite to get open the actual kitchen wall here. And then if you don't have any thermites left over, you want a Hibana or somebody with hard breaching charges to get this hatch open here. That's why you need 2 hard breachers. The only issue with trying to get this wall open is you have to clear all of this. You have to clear Z Hall. You have to clear all of meeting. You have to clear green hall, big tower. You have to clear top to make sure no one flanks you from main or bottom main, right? There's just a lot of flanks that you have to watch and a lot of droning that you have to do. That's the only reason I don't like pushing from here. But if you notice they have like 3 people holding dining, then just push back here. It's a lot easier. If you have somebody that comes and opens this hatch right here, they can flash from the hatch back here, so that if you're trying to get the plant down, you don't have to worry about anybody back here. You can also just throw a smoke grenade right in front of you, kind of like right here or on the right, and then just get the bomb down right behind this box. And that's the easiest way that you can attack this bomb site, in my opinion, other than, of course, pushing from small tower. But regardless of that, we have one more bomb site that I'm going to show you how to attack on Oregon. And for the final bomb site, let's talk about meeting and kitchen. Now, the best way to actually attack this bomb site, I don't think is from kitchen. I think there's 2 ways that you can attack meeting that would actually be a lot more beneficial towards you. The first way, and arguably the easiest way, is to bring thermite and attack attic, and then get this wall open and get a plant down. So what you're going to do, this wall is typically reinforced. All you got to do is thermite it open like this. And the reason that you open this wall is because typically they will have roamers in attic who are on top of this hatch, that have the hatch open, that are watching you whenever you get this wall open down here. So being able to clear them out is something that you really should do, especially if you know that they have this hatch open. If the hatch is reinforced for whatever reason, you don't need to take attic, really, unless you plan on pushing kitchen and they have vert on kitchen. So I wouldn't even waste a thermite here. Instead, what I do is all you gotta do is open this wall here. Once you open this wall, you have a wall directly on the site, and you'll be able to attack it pretty easy. What's up, Z-Life? How you doing? Once this wall is open, the only actual angle you have to worry about if attic is clear is the rotate. But if you have smokes on thermite, which you should, you can throw a smoke right there, and now they can't swing you from this door or the rotate. All they can swing you from is this door here, and then you just get the plant down right here behind the speaking stand, and then you're fine, right? I think it's the easiest way that you can attack meeting ever. Very, very easy. Now, there is a second way that you can attack meeting, and that is actually with Ace. So what you want to do for this is there's a lot of roam clearing involved, like I said earlier, but the main point is really to just take garage control. If you can take control of garage right here, typically this wall will be reinforced and you will bring an ace and just ace it open. You want to put the ace charge a little low, right, so that you can actually crouch through it and you don't have to vault through it, kind of like I did right here. And then once you have this wall open, the hardest part is just clearing meeting. If you have somebody on the hatch, it makes it a little bit easier. If the hatch is closed, then it's even easier. You just drone all this out, and then you look, okay, there's no one on the rotate. Let me drone to this door. Okay, nobody's playing the door because my teammate pushed big tower. Cool. Now all you have to do is literally just plant, like, right here or in front of the breach, like maybe right here. That's all you gotta do. It's very, very easy. And then you can sit in garage and hold the bomb from all the way over here, depending on where you planted. You can even open this up here, and then now you can sit bottom main stairs and hold the bomb like this, right? Or I'm pretty sure what you can do as well is you can open the floor here. Yeah, you can kind of open the floor here, and then boom, you watch the plant from here, from above the stairs. So that's a really good way you can push meeting as well. Again, the only issue is you really would have to clear the top floor so you don't get flanked, or maybe have like a cutoff drone somewhere up there, and then you'd also worry about a flank from below. You'd worry about a flank from Z-Hall. So if you have flank watch with like a 0 or something, this is a good strat. But if not, I'd honestly just recommend pushing that side of the bomb site instead. Now, that was just one out of 16 different maps that I'll be going over in today's video, each with their own bomb sites. So strap in, because this is going to be a long video. All right, now you can see that we're on Clubhouse, and the first site we're going to be attacking is CC. And to attack CC, you need a hard breach. It can be thermite, it can be ace, it doesn't matter. You just need somebody to get this wall open here. Now, this wall, even when you get it open, is actually not the most important thing about attacking this bomb site. Do CHALET next, I'll do CHALET next, and then I'll do LAIR after that. The most important part about attacking this bomb site is actually taking rafters control, and there's one very easy way that you can do this, and that is playing Monty. If they have a Fenrir, if they have a Nizami, it doesn't matter, because all you gotta do is walk up. But I wouldn't recommend walking up until your teammates have this wall open, because once they have this wall open, the people in rafters not only have to worry about you, but they have to worry about being shot from the wall wherever they move. So it just makes it that much more impossible to actually hold rafters for them. You can also optionally, if you have people that are doing both of those and you don't know what to do, you can play Capitao or Grim. You get a hard breaching charge, you open up this wall, and you Grimby or Capitao fire off rafters from below. It just makes it so much easier for you to actually take rafters. But once you have the wall and you have rafters control, right, and there's the head hills here, you can have a guy sitting on the head hills, right, covering this door, while you from the wall smoke off this door if you're playing thermite and come plant right here. Or the person could have diffuser in rafters, like a buck or somebody with soft breaching charges. They can breach open the rest of this wall that isn't head holes and make a rotate instead. And then you can cover them from the wall and they can run in and plant the bomb instead. Either way it works, but that is the first way that you can attack this bomb site. The second way is a bit harder to do just because most people don't know how to do it correctly, and that is attacking from backsite, from construction and master. The best way that you can actually attack backsite is by roam clearing all of master, which isn't really hard to do. All you have to do first is open this window here. You open this window, you send a drone into gym. You drone out all of gym, you come into the hallway, you drone out all of bathroom hallway, drone a little bit of top main just to see if anyone's there, drone out all of logi, drone out gold, come into master, drone out bathroom, and then obviously drone out your construction, and then you just hop in and take the rest of it, right? What I'd do here too is I'd break the cam and then I'd re-ADS main stairs just in case someone actually tries to flank the second you get after your drone. Like, I know that happens to me, dude. I get siege timing all the time. It's understandable. And then what you want to do is if you're pushing here and you haven't used your H charges yet, you can use an H charge on this wall so that your teammates can help you and they don't have to also roam clear, right? And then you use your final H charge on the wall here. Not only does this make it to where you can actually get like an angle into the bomb site, right? You can get an angle on the head holes, on the rotate, anybody behind the green box, anybody on this desk, anybody actually trying to rotate through the door, but you can also vault through it, right? And catch people off guard who are like in rafters, which is pretty cool. But you'd only really do that if cache is clear and you know no one's top red. But for now, you have one in the door, and you have one on these head holes. The only issue with attacking this bomb site is actually getting into cache, right? You have so many angles you have to look at. You have the rotate, you have the head holes, you have anybody in cache, you have a hole right here, maybe a hole right here. Most importantly, you have the rafters head holes. And 9 times out of 10, if anyone is in rafters and they're uncontested, they're gonna hold your door from rafters. So what I do is you can quick peek all this for info just to see if anyone's here, and then pre-fire the rafters head holes. That has gotten me so many kills because it's so predictable for people to watch your door from rafters. Just make sure you do that when you attack here. And then all you do, you come in and you plant. If they have a pulse or a solace, you plant on the desk. That is what it is. It's a very, very easy way to attack this bomb site. But let's move on to a bit of a harder map to attack. Oh, wait, hold on. Not map, site. Let's move on to a bit of a harder site to attack, and that's going to be the basement. Now, there's 2 ways that you can attack this bomb site as well. You can do a kitchen hatch, main stairs take, maybe have somebody lurking dirt late round. Or you can do a blue stairs take and have someone drop moto hatch so that you take church, and then maybe have someone dirt late round as well. Either way, no matter which way you're pushing, you need somebody to be able to get the hatches open. So you're going to get the kitchen hatch, you're going to get the bar hatch, and then you're going to get the stock hatch right here. What these 3 hatches allow you to do when you open them is start actually scouting out weaknesses in their defense. Do you notice that they don't have really anybody holding blue or any utility holding blue? Or did you open up the moto hatch here and realize that they didn't put head holes on main stairs? Or maybe they just have nobody roaming and they're all sitting on site. This is where you can start to scout out weaknesses. And based off of those weaknesses, that's when you're going to decide where you're going to push. So let's say they don't have anybody sitting back armory, right? Which they typically don't, especially if you have a ram or a buck who's opening vert up on the floor like this, right? They open up that part. They'll come into the hallway and open up this right here. They'll just start opening stuff, right? Once this is open right here, no one's going to sit back armory. And that makes it 30 times easier for you to drop this hatch, which is why dropping the kitchen hatch is what 90% of players do every time they attack this bomb site, right? And for good reason, right? So once you do that, let's say, for example, you decided that you're going to do a top hatch push in kitchen, right? So what you can do, you can get a prone angle right here and kill anybody behind this box. Just a little cool thing you can do. But typically here, you want to bring smokes and flashes. On Hibana, you can bring flashes, and Ram, typically there's a Ram player for the site, they can bring smokes. Very easy, right? One of you will flash people in box, you'll flash AK rack, and you'll flash through the rotate here, and the other person's just going to smoke close right there. And then you drop, and you plant behind the bomb. Right here, very easy. What makes this even easier though is having somebody go down main stairs. If he's sitting on main stairs, he can make it to where anybody that wants to push you while you're planting, anybody from church, anybody from the boxes from blue stairs, he can just hold and make sure they can't run at you, right? Very, very easy. You can have that, or you can have a player with smoke grenades push into dirt instead. The dirt player can do the exact same thing. The dirt player can watch this door, he can watch dummies behind the box, and he can watch this door, right? Either way, very easy to just do a kind of duo queue strat right here. One person pushes main or dirt with smokes, and then you push on the hatch with flashes. Very easy to do. The second way you could push this bomb site is by doing a church and blue stairs take. So what you'll do is typically you'll open all the hatches anyways, no matter what you do, right? You'll have somebody on the kitchen hatch, somebody on main to make them think you're pushing that side. And then the person with bomb will drop moto, right? The person with bomb will drop moto. You have flashes. You can flash one off this doorway, flash anybody in church. You can flash right here to flash anybody behind the bomb chassis or anybody behind this rack right here. Very easy to do. And then your person in blue is going to come down. You and him are going to pinch the kid in blue through this rotator, through these feet holes here, kill him, and then he's going to sit in blue while you get the plant down here. If he's in blue, he can cover this doorway, he can cover the head holes next to you, and he can cover your church door. So it's very easy to get a plant down that way. But that is how you attack the basement of Clubhouse. Now we're going to move on to the final bomb site that I'll talk about, which is going to be gym and bedroom. So the unfortunate part about gym bedroom is there's really only like 1.5 ways you can push the bomb site, right? You can either have everybody go from all around the bomb site, having one person on this wall, one person on the windows, having 2 people push gym and cache, and then having one person on the logi hatch. You do a split push, right? That is honestly the best way that you could attack this bomb site. The second way that you could attack this bomb site is by just trying to clear out construction from cache and CC, right? Having somebody on this wall will not matter if that person is alone, because if they're on this wall and they're trying to go into gym, what the defenders will do is they're going to see you all the way through the rotate that's here and through all these feet holes from these head holes, right? If you ever see anybody putting head holes on that wall in construction, it's because they sit in cache and they hold a long angle onto anybody walking and trying to get a plant down. That is the entire point, right? That's why there's feet holes here too, because you hold it from a long angle, right? So if you try to plant here without clearing out cache and construction, you will die to anybody that is good at the video game. That's just what it is. So you either can push everywhere to make sure that you can, you know, cover all angles, or you can just push over there. There's no way on this planet Earth, if your enemies are any good at the game, that you can just push this side of the map and win. It's not possible. So let's first go over how you would do a split push on this map. If you want to do a split push where everybody's, you know, pressuring it from all of the angles, right? You want to have at least 2 hard breaches. You want to have an ace pushing cash, and you want to have a thermite pushing the main wall. The reason I say thermite pushes the main wall is because thermiting against a bandit tricker or a K tricker is a lot easier than doing it with an ace if you have a thatcher. And then the thermite has 2 thermite breaches that you can use on that wall, or he uses one there and he uses the other one on the construction wall. Pretty easy stuff, right? You also want another player on the Logi hatch because securing Logi is very huge for you, right? Being able to take this room makes it to where they can't rotate, essentially. They can't rotate from con back to site because you have control of this rotate in these head tools. They can't rotate from gold into the Logi. They can't rotate from master into con, which makes it to where you have these 2 groups of defenders that can't help each other. So if one group dies, it's pretty much doomed to fail. They can't refrag, right? That's why taking Logi is super, super, super important. So you have one guy get this wall open. You have one guy push Logi. You have one guy on the windows so that the person on the wall can run in and get a plant down and he's covered from the window. And then the rest of the 2 people push from this part of the map. And I'll tell you how to push from this part of the map because it's the second way that you're going to attack this bomb site. First, just drone out rafters. Sometimes you might have a rat visual player or a solus player playing a rafters, so if you can drone this out, pressure them out, whatever it may be, that's pretty easy for you to do. You do it like you would be attacking this bomb site. You get the wall open right here, and then you just hold rafters from this wall, and you have a person push from the door, and you clear them out. Pretty easy stuff, right? Either way, you're going to want to open this wall, right? So this wall's open, and you like opening this wall because it makes it to where they can't play in CC anymore. If they can't play in CC anymore, they can't get on this window and kill your guys that are outside the windows, right? So very powerful. Take this early as you possibly can. Next, the only thing you gotta worry about is top red. Just drone it or face check, it doesn't matter. But you need to get this wall open. It's typically reinforced, but if you get this wall open, and the second person, like on this door, you have a guy who's on this wall and on this door, and you easily pinch the kid that's in cash, right? So now that you've gotten these walls open, you've cleared cash and CC, it's pretty much done for you. You have head holes right here that you can use to kill anybody in master, very easy. If there's a mirror here, you can use your last ace charge on said mirror. Pretty easy stuff to do as well. And that's how you attack this bomb site. From either just pushing this part of the map or just pushing that part of the map. The 2 default spots are if you're pushing here, you plant behind the bomb. Or if you're choosing to plant in gym, you plant behind the gym rack. Very easy stuff. But that is how you attack gym on Clubhouse. We're not going to go over bar because nobody plays bar. So let's move on to the next map. All right, so now I'm going to be teaching you how to attack Chalet. First of all, we're going to talk about how to attack the top floor. There's 2 ways that you can attack the top floor. Bonk. Bonk. You can either attack from the K9 balcony. You can get that wall open, have somebody in display hall and push office and get the plant down behind the half wall. You know, you're pushing this side of the map. Or you can push solar and take a little master plant. Those are the 2 ways that you can push this bomb site. If you want to be able to get this wall open, there's something that you have to do, and that is clearing library. If you don't clear library, somebody can sit on top mez right here, and if you try to put an ace on the wall, or a Hibana on the wall, or a thermite on the wall, he's going to just shoot your hard reach charge off, right? And you're not going to be able to get the wall open. That's why taking library is so important. Also, if you want to hop in your breach and get the plant down, you can't have anybody here. You just can't, right? So you want to have somebody on the K9 balcony, on this window, and you want to have somebody trying to clear library. Very easy stuff. Once you clear library, it's pretty much cut out for you. You just get this wall open here and get this wall open here. And then your teammate that was in library can go into display hall and then use the head holes that are like right here. And you can get the plant down behind that half wall while he covers you on the head holes or on the double door. Very easy, very easy. And that's pretty much it. That's all you have to do. That person could also go on the K9 door to really help you, but that's really if you have a third teammate. I'd really prioritize pushing K9 instead. So the second way you can attack this bomb site is by doing a solar push, which is becoming increasingly common because it's very easy to do if you're running Ying and Monty, who are increasingly popular this season. What you want to do, if you're pushing here, is you're going to rappel in this window. When you rappel in this window, this wall is reinforced, so you want to ace it open, but you only want to ace it open when you have somebody on your solar stairs. Why? For the same reason that you wanted to clear library. If you don't clear out here, somebody from bathroom or from your hard left is just going to shoot the ace charge. So you want to make sure you have somebody either on bathroom window so they can't sit here or walking up solar stairs. That's it. Then once you know nobody can shoot your ace charge off, you're going to throw it on the wall like that. The reason you open this wall in the first place is because you're going to plant in front of it. You're going to plant in front of it, either in front of this couch right here, or you're going to plant behind this wall right here. And then you get back on rappel, you sit on rappel, and if they try to defuse, you shoot them while they're defusing. You can get on this window too and shoot them on the left if you're worried about them defusing and like long arming it, but that barely happens because usually if you're able to take master, you've won the round anyways, right? So that's the two ways that you can attack this bomb site. Let's move on to the most common next bomb site, which is the basement. Why am I destroying default cams? What the fuck am I doing? This isn't ranked. It's actually muscle memory. I'm just destroying default cams for no reason. I'm in copper. Anyways, there's two ways that you can attack this bomb site. You can either do it from this wall or you can do it from backside. Pretty simple. If you want to do it from this wall, I actually recommend having somebody like a duo or just calling out to one of your randoms to take vert with ram, because that makes it to where they can't like trick on your wall if they have a bandit player trying to trick or a Cade player trying to trick, because if they go above them, they're just going to kill them, right? So you can get thermite on and open this wall up. Bonk, just like that. You have somebody on vert watching the plant right here while you like smoke off the rotate here. You can smoke off connector right there. And then you get the plant down. If you have somebody on vert, or better yet, if you have somebody on main stairs watching blue while these two things are smoked, easy plant. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get that plant down, and then you can run out because you have enough time. And you sit on the wall. Someone sits on main stairs. Someone sits on vert. Very easy way to attack this bomb site. The arguably easier way to actually attack this bomb site is by pushing the backside, and I'll teach you how to do that too. To do this, you want to push trench, which is what this is right here. You'll break open this door, and then typically also you want to make sure that big garage is clear. So in the prep phase, you can just hide your camera in here and then re-drone it, and then take big garage with a teammate, or your randoms will probably do it anyways, so you'll probably be fine. Drone all this out. Make sure that your actual left is clear, and then you can have this camera watching your west main stairs just like this. And then now you have flank watch. Very easy. Then you're going to come into here. You don't have to worry about this wall unless you're playing Ace or Hibana. And then you're going to thermite the wine wall right here. Thermiting this wall makes it to where you can run over here, break the barrel, and then plant right here behind the dresser. Very, very easy. All you need to have is a teammate to do this with. The other strat is much more solo queue friendly, but getting this down requires that nobody is right here behind pillar trying to shoot you. And it also requires that nobody comes from blue and tries to shoot you from behind, right? So if you want to get the plant down, I would smoke off blue from inside the doorway, and then I'd have a teammate watch this, right? You have a teammate watching this so he can't swing you. That's smoked, so they don't know if they're safe to push from it, so they're just not going to push from it. And then this guy can sit here and watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this while you're planting, and you're good. Very, very easy, very simple. Arguably one of the simplest bomb sites to attack, which is why in the higher level, this bomb site never gets played on defense. Next up, we have the bomb site kitchen and dining. There are two ways to attack this bomb site. You can either attack it from fireplace, or you can attack it from a trophy. The unfortunate part about this bomb site is if you want to attack it, you have to clear up top, which is why this is actually the most played bomb site in higher levels on this map. If you're choosing to, if you're choosing to push trophy, you can do it from solar and the bathroom window or the master window. You just push from this side over. But if you're choosing to do a fireplace push instead, you do it from this side over, because that's what you're attacking, right? Pretty easy. You get on this wall, you open it with a thermite, and then you get on this wall right here, or the door, sorry, not a wall, and then you try to take vert on this bomb site. Taking vert right here means that you can get above and you can watch your plant as your plant is going down, which is pretty nice. And then you can watch it when they're trying to defuse as well. But if you want to do this, typically you have to clear out library, make sure no one's top mez, which kind of sucks. And then you open up this wall, bing bong bam, get a thermite, open this John up, boom, and then take vert. Very, very easy. If you actually want to clear people out of here, it's a little bit harder. You just gotta take your ones. That's literally it. And then you go downstairs, all the way downstairs. Kid Leroy icon skin. That's funny. I was just talking about the Kid Leroy. Okay. And then you're gonna come down here and open up the wall and fireplace. You open up this wall, and then because you're playing thermite, you have smoke grenades. You can smoke the kitchen door. You can smoke off in front of you. I would smoke there and not the actual door, because people can get on a rotate and shoot you right there. This smoke covers that, and then boom, you get a plant down in this corner. Or better yet, behind this desk. It doesn't matter. Just get a plant down somewhere. And then you go back upstairs and use these vert holes to cover your plant. It's pretty easy. If you want to instead attack the other side, all you have to do is clear solar up top first. You would typically do this with an ace instead of a thermite. You ace open this wall. You have a guy on the bathroom window, and you clear it just like we talked about for top floor. Then you come down. You have someone on the trophy window who can look through these headles that are right here, and then you can come down the stairs and contest these headles here. You make your way here, your ace gets this wall open, and then you come into here and plant inside of kitchen. This is much harder to do as it requires much more coordination, and you have to know exactly where the headles are, where the default angles that they're going to be holding you from are. So I'd recommend the first push wholeheartedly over this one, but if you know how to do it, it's pretty good as well. Anyways, let's move on to the final bomb site, which is going to be bar. So there's two ways to attack bar. You can attack bar from the library side, or you can attack bar from the office side. Either way, you have to clear up top, because what players will do is they'll sit on this open hatch and stop anybody from planting in the default spot there. Or they can just leave entirely, vault over here, go on this door and stop anybody from planting here, right? So you have to clear up top. You absolutely have to. The first way that I'll show you how to attack this bomb site is going to be from the north side of the building, office. So if you want to attack office, typically people will have a deployable shield right here with my discs, so you can't get their shield. The easiest way to counteract this is by opening this wall here. They'll typically reinforce it as well to stop you from opening it with like soft utility. Can't you jump off the building? I could, but it's just not as quick. With this wall open, you can contest the person on the shield. Maybe have somebody on your door or on this window swing the person on the shield, and you just want to get this shield player gone. That's all you want. You can also shoot open this wall here and then sit back on this breach, and now you can kill anybody that's in this little library box. Great angle right there. Once you've done this, you get a player on this window and a player on this door, and now if they're sitting top mez, they can't sit there anymore. That paired with a guy maybe on the library window, maybe on this K9 window, and they're just pinched, right? You also obviously do want a guy on the library window to kill anybody in library, but that's besides the point. You're just trying to take library all the way from office and master over. That's the entire point. Then what you can do is typically the ace player, after getting the wall open, will rotate downstairs while the rest of the people clear library, because what you can do, if this wall is reinforced, which it should be, by the way, you can open this wall right here, and by opening this wall, you get a huge angle onto blue stairs. So like I said earlier, right, people love to play top blue stairs with a deployable shield. If they want to rotate back to site, they have to come down blue stairs. So all you do is you watch right here, and they're dead. Very, very easy stuff. This wall will also typically be reinforced, so you can open the wall here with an ace charge. And now you have teammates on this hatch, top library, you have somebody top mez walking down the main stairs, you have somebody on the blue stairs, right? They just took top floor control. And then you get the bomb down behind this couch, or maybe behind the wine rack here, whatever you can do that makes sense. And then you can sit all the way back here and cover that bomb. Crazy angle, right? That's a really good way that you can push this bomb site. The second way that you can push this bomb site, the more default one, is by doing a library take. You're not going to push master, you're not going to push office, you're going to bank everything on getting a plant down under this window behind this half wall and being on top of this hatch. The way you do that is you have somebody on this window, obviously. A Capitao is almost completely necessary for this site. Almost completely necessary. Like, you need a Capitao to play this bomb site. The reason for that is not only because you need smokes to get the plant down, because it's a dangerous plant, right? But also, people will sit right here. This little corner is called suicide. So people will sit in suicide, and a great way to counter them is by shooting a Capitao firebolt, like right there. That will spread fire onto suicide, or even better, you can get on this window and actually shoot it above him onto this wooden pillar and actually kill the suicide kid. They call it suicide because if you sit there, you're pretty much committing suicide. You Capitao firebolt him. If he runs away, you shoot him. If he doesn't, he's dead to fire, and that's how you do it. You take library. The only issue with this is clearing library is hard, because you have to kill that player, you have to kill the person top mez, you have to kill the person that's top blue behind the deployable shield. It's just really hard to do. So unless you have teammates that are on this window, pushing office, or maybe on the K9, it's just really hard to do. But if you are able to do it, it's very easy, because then you're going to get this hatch open with 2 breaching charges, ace breaching charges, whatever. Open it up, and then you're going to get this hatch open. And now you can see into stock, you can see onto the mirror, maybe ace it open, and you can watch all of this while your person is planting behind the default right there. Watch all of it. You can even drop from this hatch and plant here instead. Doesn't matter. As long as you take top control, you just want to be going for plants below the hatches, and that's how you attack this bomb site. But with that out of the way, that is it for Chalet. Let's move on to my next map, which is going to be LAIR. All right, so attacking LAIR is pretty simple. It's actually very, very, very simple. All you have to do, no matter where you're attacking, is go onto the roof. So if I'm attacking the little balcony wall over here, all you have to do is go to the roof, hop over the balcony, and get the wall open. You want somebody watching your windows in case they get on the window and try to shoot you while you're getting the wall open. Or you can just let your nuts hang, get a drone in there, maybe, you know, get on a drone, watch it, okay, it's clear, now I can get on the wall, right? Either way, you want to open this wall. This wall being opened is super important because it's how you're gonna get the plant down. So obviously, you open this wall, boom, bam. Now, typically, there are headholes right here. People put headholes here so that they can contest you when you get the wall open, so you can't just get a free plant down right here, right? which means you have to worry about a person standing right here on these heddles. The best way to deal with this person is by having somebody else attack from this side of the bomb site. If they attack from this door and they're contesting the wall, they're contesting the door, this player right here is much more likely to back up, right? So you can do this, you can make him back up, or you can get the wall open and then you sit there so he can't back up and he has to take both gunfights or he dies, right? Either way, it's up to you. But either way, you want to make sure that you get this kid out of this corner and the rest is cut out for you. You get this wall open, all you have to do is smoke off the rotate there. If there's heddles or just the door, you smoke off to your left as well. Once the two smokes go up, you come into the corner, get a plant down here, and then you leave. Now you can cover the bomb from here. You can watch the door, you can watch the rotate, and then, or you can be the person that comes over here and watches that door there, watches the rotate, watches the hall, and then you can use these heddles to kill the person defusing. Very easy way that you can attack the site. The second way that you can attack this site is actually on the exact same side of the map. All you do instead is you come into the green hall, destroy this default, and drone out all of this. Make sure you drone out the top stairs, you drone out the entire hallway, you drone out top green, you drone out elbow, you drone out this room, you drone out this hallway, and then all you do is you get this wall open right here. Very simple to do. To make it even easier on yourself, you could have somebody like lobbing grenades off of this door to make it to where they can't trick the wall, and then you open it just like this. Now, the hardest part is actually getting into the bomb site because this shelf right here makes it almost impossible. They can sit behind this shelf, contest your door, contest your wall. They can sit on top of the shelf, contest your door, contest your wall, right? So there's just a lot that they can do here. People also like to put heddles here to watch this wall. They can sit backside on this door or on this rotate and watch the wall. They can sit hard left and watch the wall, right? So there's just a lot that you have to worry about. So I would re-drone yourself into the bomb site, maybe do some like quick peeking just to see, and then go on. All you have to do is smoke right here on this double door so that they can't shoot you from the heddles or from the door. Either way, just smoke right here and get a plant down. You can get a plant down on top of the shelf here, just like this, and it's very easy. It's all you have to do. And that is how you attack the top floor of LAIR. Let's talk about how you can attack arguably one of the most attacker-sided bomb sites in the game, which is the basement. Now, the reason I say that this is the most attacker-sided bomb site in the entire game is because there's not just two places that you can attack from. I guess I have to list them off. You can do an archives push, pushing from that door and from this staircase. You can do a lab push by pushing from barrels and taking this hallway, or you could do a different lab push by pushing from rockets and pushing from this room here, or you could do the exact same thing but just take archives instead, and you can do it all while taking vert. So that is 4 ways that you can attack this bomb site. That's why it's so attacker sided, because there's just so many rooms you can take for free. Let's say though that you want to push from this side of the map. You want to go big garage over, right? If you want to do this, it's very simple. All you have to do is breach open the wall here, right? If it's reinforced or not, doesn't matter. Just breach it open. Boom. And they have someone on this door, right? You have someone on that door holding an angle right here, and then you have somebody on this wall. Either way, it's almost impossible for you to lose this because 2 people versus 1 person is always going to win in your favor, right? So now you've gotten big garage. Your next step is going to get open the rockets wall right here, and 1 person's going to push from rockets, and 1 person's going to push from this hallway. The person in rockets is going to walk through and go into lab, and the entire point of this lab player is just to hold angles. He's going to hold an angle here, and then when the other person who has bomb comes all the way into archives, or not archives, sorry, suits, and then they come in and plant in labs. Now the person on this door can hold the defuse, right? So that's 1 way you can attack the bomb site. The second way you can attack the bomb site is doing an archives push from the stairs. All you do, you go down the stairs or from the window that leads directly from your spawn and get this wall open. You get that wall open, you have somebody on this door, and you have somebody that comes into this room here. And now you just have a 3-man pitch onto archives while 1 of your teammates plants. Very simple. You could also open this wall, and instead of planting in archives, you could sit on this door and have somebody go through this rotate and plant in lab instead. And then you can just hold angles like this. That's the 3rd way you can attack it. The 4th way is by taking a bunch of vert, coming into this room, coming into lab, and then planting in here off of the vert. That's 4 ways you can attack the bomb site. And that's why it's super, super attacker sided, because not only is it so many places you can attack from, but because defenders don't know it, it's a fucking labyrinth down here, they're not going to know how to defend it in the first place, no matter how you attack regardless. So that's how you attack it. You just attack it. It's very simple. Bonk. bonk. A site that's much more balanced, though, is the first floor weapons and armory bomb site. So if you want to attack this, there's two ways you can do it. You can either push weapons, or you can push armory. Or did I get those backwards? I don't know. I don't know this map yet, but you get the idea. You can either push from this site, or you can push from that site. There's two walls if you want to get open for this bomb site, and there's only one wall you have to get open for this bomb site. So usually, the obvious choice is to get this wall open. All you have to do is go on this door, which you get directly from your spawn, so it's very easy. You clear out all of here, and then you come onto this double door or this window, and you clear this room. Very simple, right? Then, you breach open this wall right here. When this wall is breached, there might be a rotate on your left, but that's fine. That works out in your favor, because all you have to do is sit right here and watch the rotate, or watch the door, or watch the head holes if there are any. It's very simple. Then, all you do is you put a smoke grenade on the rotate, put a smoke grenade on the door, and you go for a plant. Very easy. You can do the exact same thing. You get this wall open, but instead of planting on the wall, you smoke off the door right there, and then you plant right here. That's two different plant spots, right? Very, very easy stuff. And then you can attack the backside instead by getting open this wall here, and then you go to this wall here and get this open too. Now, I will say, getting open this medical wall is a lot more important than getting open this wall here, because the entire point of getting this wall open is to hold an angle onto the door and onto the rotate so that your person on this wall can get a plant down. But you can do the exact same thing by just using this door. If you use this door, you peek the door, you peek the rotate, and you can do the same thing. So if you're wondering which wall to prioritize, maybe let's say you got one of your thermites like fucking tricked, right? Prioritize this one. Getting this one's much better, because if you plant behind this fucking shelf, I guess it's a shelf. Yeah, sure, we'll call it a shelf. If you plant behind this shelf, you don't have to worry about the rotate or the door. But if you plant right here, you most definitely have to, right? So that's why planting right here is a really underrated option, and most people don't do it, but I definitely recommend that you try. Now let's move on to the last bomb site of LAIR, which is the other first floor bomb site. Now for the final bomb site, you're going to be attacking either the back site through here, or you're going to be attacking the site from this part. This part right here is probably easier than attacking from the back site, and I'll go over why in just a second. But to do this, all you have to do is from spawn, get on this door here. This door leads directly to outside. If you get on this door, it makes it a lot easier to clear out CC. The only issue with trying to clear CC is sometimes people will get on this hatch, sometimes people will get on this wall with feet holes, and they'll sit and actually try to contest you with people on yellow stairs. If you want to counter that, all you gotta do, rappel on this window. Very, very easy. Once you've made sure that you have this room, no one's flanking you, whatever it may be, you're going to get this wall right here open. You get this wall open, and then you throw a smoke grenade down right in front of the shelf here. That smoke grenade will cover the door and cover the rotate, and then you plant in front of the door. Super easy. Or you can run through ADS the door and plant behind the pillar. Either way, it works. If you want to be able to push this bomb site, another great thing that you can do is opening up this wall. Opening up this wall makes it to where if you want to actually plant on the door, this person on the wall can cover anybody on that rotate, so they can't actually flank you. They can also shoot nitros out of the air if they're trying to nitro you, so this is just a great place to do it. You can do it backwards though, and have someone plant here instead, and then have someone on this door or this wall covering you, which I think honestly is a little bit better. But instead of attacking this bomb site, let's talk about the second way that you can attack this objective, and that's by pushing the weights room. So if you want to do this, all you have to do is get open this wall from outside. It's very easy to do because it's an outside wall. You can sit outside safely and not have to worry about anybody shooting you from the back, right? You get open this wall, you have someone on your door covering you, and you have someone like on vert covering you, pretty easy. And then you come in here and you plant. You can throw a smoke grenade too, to your left or on the rotate if there's a rotate right here. And this is arguably an even safer plant than the last one. It's a pretty easy bomb site to attack. It's why it's the last first floor objective that I'll defend instead of the other one, which I think is a little bit easier to defend. And that's how you attack this bomb site. But with that out of the way, that is how you defend LAIR. Let's move on to my next map, which is going to be Bank. The first site that we're going to talk about on Bank is going to be the top floor site. The two ways that you can push this site is by either doing a lobby push or doing a square push. Either way works. One of them is actually easier than the other, and that is actually a lobby push if you know how to do it. The way that you push lobby is you have somebody pushing ATMs, and then you have somebody repelled on this window. The hard breach, Ace, typically, will be on this window, or Hibana, that works too. Just a ranged hard breach will be repelled on this window, and then when they're on the repel, they're going to throw an Ace onto the elevator walls here. You get one on there, and then you get one right here as well. When you're on this repel, Now, once you get this wall open, you can watch this entire hallway. So if anyone's in an elevator, they're fucked. If anyone is, you know, trying to leave stock, they're trying to leave this double door to watch marble, they're done, right? So you just have someone sitting on this rappel for most of the round, until like the last minute of the round. Then, your people ATMs have flank cams, tellers, and bottom marble, and they walk up banana stairs, and with you covering them from the window, it's increasingly easy. If you know that you're going to hold these holes here, they don't even have to look to their right. They can just look to their left, which makes it so much safer for them to push. They clear the windows. Okay, no one's on the windows. Clear the double door. Okay, no one's on the double door. Let's peek here. No one's on these windows. Right, no one's on these windows. No one's on the door. Let's peek here. Okay, no one's on that door. No one's in conference. And then you just plant behind the bomb chassis, behind the couch. Very, very easy to do. There is another way you can push this bomb site. And that is from square. I think it's a little bit harder, even though it's the most common one people do. I think it's, you're just shooting yourself in the foot by doing it, is pushing square. You push square because you can easily take this balcony and get on this window and easily take stock. People gravitate towards pushing square because the first few steps are easy, so it tricks their head into thinking that this is an easier push. That's not the case. Lobby is harder to initially take, but if you can initially take lobby, it's much more easy to then take the bomb site later in the round, which I prefer than having an easy thing that I can take like stock and then having so much of a harder time actually trying to take the bomb site later in the round, right? But if you want to push here, I'll tell you how. You have somebody pushing square right here, and you have somebody pushing stock. If you're able to take stock, that's great. The entire point of taking stock is to make sure they can't go in this hallway to kill you when you're getting the wall open. That's it. Now, if you push square, there's typically heddles here, which is why it's so hard. So instead of pushing the double door, you can have someone on the double door just like watching, while you have somebody instead rappel in from this window. When you rappel in from this window, you can get this wall open, and then you can get this wall open. This wall, really, is not meant for you to walk through. It's meant for you to hold the angle through. So if you have an OSA player just sitting here that came from the double door, he can sit and watch angles here and make sure nobody can kill the person who walks in from here. This person is going to plant right here. Or, optionally, they can plant behind the chair like this. Either way, doesn't matter. You're going to get wall banged either way. But you can have somebody, at least if you're planting here, be on this window to cover you, right? So it's a little bit easier in my opinion, especially if you have a janitor clear and you don't have to worry about this rotate. But there's just so many angles you have to watch. I don't really recommend it, but if you want to attack here, that's how. Anyways, let's move on to the next bomb site, which is going to be the basement. Now, to push the basement, there are a multitude of ways that you can push the basement, but really there's only one main one, and then there's like an offshoot of that one main one that you can do later in the round. But regardless of what you do, you want to bring Hibana. Hibana is super powerful because she can get all 4 hatches and still have leftover breach to breach other things, which is why you'll see people in higher elo banning Hibana on this map if they have defense first. But regardless, you can either push lobby first or you can push open area first. That's really the only differential between how you attack this bomb site. Either way, you get the open area hatch, or not the open area hatch, sorry, the lobby hatch. Then you get the elevator hatch right here. Then you come into open area, get the open area hatch here, and then get this office hatch here. Once you've done that, you click your button, all 4 hatches will open, and now you have so much direct pressure that you can put on to the bomb site. And from here, you have a multitude of different options, right? You can do a CC push, in which you have people pushing CC, trying to get a bomb down. Here, you typically will want some sort of hard breach to allow them to do this, like putting 6 pellets right here, and then putting, you know, extra pellets here. Or if you don't have the ammo for that, just playing an ace instead. This will make it to where you can open the wall and get a plant down. Very easy stuff. Having somebody on this hatch to guard the plant or to watch the mirror or to watch this door is also recommended. You can also, if you're playing Hibana and you have flash grenades and not breaching charge like my dumbass, you can actually flash the mirror back here, flash the hallway back here, and then drop and kill the person there. If you have somebody garage, this is increasingly easy because then the garage person can watch anybody on the left, and all the person on the hatch has to do is watch the red tunnel. That's it, right? Or you can push backside. Backside is a little bit harder to push unless you have a shield, because if you drop elevator, this is the most dangerous hatch on this map to drop, because if you drop it, they can easily just throw a smoke canister in here and you are cooked. There's nothing you can do, right? Also, when you leave, there's so many angles watching you, so instead what I recommend doing is have someone drop that hatch really, really late, but have the majority of your players drop this hatch here. They can drop with the Monty, so you can't get nitro, you can't get shot at, right? You drop with the Monty in front of the face, everybody else prones behind him. The Monty pushes up into gold. Some players push backside. The Monty just holds this. You have your person in elevator holding this hallway, and then you get the plant down right here. Super easy. Those are the 2 ways you can attack this bomb site. Let's move to the final bomb site that I'm going to talk about in this map, which is going to be open area. So now I'm going to show you how to attack open area and kitchen. The way you do this is you can either do a vert take to take this bomb site, or you can do a square take to take this bomb site. It's honestly personal preference. It doesn't really matter. But either way, no matter which bomb site you are pushing, you have to take vert first. The way you take vert is by rappelling up to here, getting on this balcony, and pushing into stock. That's the first thing you're going to do. Open up this window. Don't open up the door so you don't get flanked. Drone it out. Do what you have to do. Take the gunfight. Then come into here, and you're going to open this hatch. People love to play fuse on this site because they'll fuse the wood part and then they have hard reaching charges for the hatch. That's actually a pretty good idea, especially because there's so much Azami and deployable shields on this site a lot. Fuse is actually a pretty good pick here. And then get this hatch open as well. Either way, no matter what you do, these hatches need to be open because there's 2 key power positions that people love to play on this site. They love to play behind this desk, which you can counter from this hatch. And they love to also play an open area behind these desks, which you can also counter from the hatch. So opening these hatches is crucial to attacking this bomb site no matter which way you go. And like I said, there's 2 ways you can go. You can either drop the hatch in there and plant, or you can just have the hatches for pressure and drop square instead and have an ace or a thermite open up this wall. And then they can also open up this wall. Opening this wall gives you a deep angle you can look at, and it ensures that nobody can use this rotate to contest your planter, because your planter is going to come into here and plant right here, whether it be behind the couch, whether it be behind the kitchen table, whether it be on the door with smoke grenades. It doesn't matter. Someone's going to plant here, right? You can either do that, or you can drop this hatch, smoke off a door, you know, smoke off that door over there, drop the hatch, go for a plant right here. That's it. That's how you attack this bomb site. It's very, very simple. With it out of the way, we're going to move on to my next map, which is going to be Outback. Which headphones do you use? The first site we're going to talk about attacking is going to be laundry on the top floor of Outback. So there's 2 ways to push this site. You can either push from dorms by getting this wall open here, or you can push piano side by just getting open this door. I actually prefer the ladder strat. I don't prefer pushing this side. It never really works out, but I'll tell you how to do it anyways. If you want to do it, it requires 2 people. You need 1 person on this window. The window person can contest top yellow and can also contest bathroom. The second person needs to get the wall open. Preferably the first person should be like a nomad, by the way, or somebody with claymores, because the reason this map is so bad is because there's so many runouts for everywhere you try to push. You try to get this wall open, there's a runout on the bathroom window, on the games window, on the bowl window, on the top dragon window, on the window over there, the door over there, the wall over there, the window below you, the door below you as well. You can even get ran out on from that door down there. There's just so many, and that's just 1 wall that you have runouts for. Not to mention all the other sites and walls, right? So like, you have to bring some sort of claymores or nomad because this map is absolute dog shit. But with that out of the way, let's talk about how to actually attack the bomb site. Get this wall open, have somebody on the window, and the hardest part is trying to take dorms, because you always have somebody top yellow, right? Or you always have somebody bathroom. You can use smoke grenades on bathroom like this, smoke it off, and then you just ADS yellow while your teammate hops in. You ADS the rotate, ADS the door, and just try to take this bomb site and get a plant down right here. That's the first way you can push the bomb site. I think it's way too hard to do that if you're solo queuing. The much easier way to take this bomb site if you're solo queuing is to take it from Picnic, which is what this room is. All you have to do, get on this window, send a drone into here, and then, you know, look around, make sure no one's here, and now you have a cutoff drone, right? For the shark stairs, for the shark hallway. Typically, if I have a duo, I have them run gridlock. They can trax off this door, so now you don't even have to worry about the flank. Not really needed, but just something that's pretty cool to have. Now, a huge mistake that I see players making is they will open up this wall right here. This might seem like a good idea, right? Because it allows you, as a player, to be able to go into games from Picnic, which just makes ease of access so much easier, right? You don't want to do this, because if you end up planting right here behind the bomb chassis, now instead of just having to look forward, which is really easy for you, now you have to look backward, because then they can flank you, right? So unless you know that you have a dedicated teammate that's going to take games, don't open this wall. And even if you know they're going to take games, they can take games from the door and walk in games. They don't need to open the wall and risk you getting flanked, right? It just doesn't make sense. I wouldn't open the wall, right? Instead, don't open the wall. You don't even need to open a wall for this site. All you gotta do, throw a smoke grenade on the rotate here, plant the bomb behind the bomb chassis, look around, make sure no one's on the right or left, and walk out, and you win. It's that simple. This is also a soft floor, so you can go below after it's done by easily just hopping over here, going through this door right there, and then playing below. Super easy. Very easy bomb site to attack. Let's move on to the next bomb site though, which is going to be party and office. Now there are two ways to attack this bomb site. You can either you can either take garage and get the main wall open to get a plant down in office, or you can push from bull and push from top shark to get a plant down in party. You can still get this wall open too if you want to, just to add pressure, but it's not really necessary. I'll teach you what I think is honestly easier to attack, and that is pushing from bull. To do this, all you have to do is play ace, right? You can ace open this wall here, bam. Acing open this wall will make it to where you can sit inside games and hold this hallway, right? And then once you ace open this wall here as well, it'll allow you to sit all the way back into connector, which is this little like square room with 3 doorways in it. And then you hold anybody who's trying to defuse the bomb, because you're going to walk in through this ace charge and then just plant the bomb, right? Super easy to do. You can do this as a solo queue player. Your only issue is anybody in bull and anybody in office on your right. But then instead of playing ace, you can play thermite and just smoke that off, right? Very, very easy to do. Oh, I didn't mean to use the smoke. That sucks. You also can have someone push top shark. This person can kill the person on the head holes, push up to the door while you're planting, hold this, hold the 2 rotates, and it's wraps, right? Very, very easy to do. The next way that you can push this bomb site, and arguably the most common, is by opening this wall and by pushing shark. So what you want to do is go outside and thermite or ace open this wall, whichever operator you want to play, does not matter. The most offender map in the game, I want to remove from ranked. I do too. I should be a casual map. Once this wall is open, you can't really do anything. And the reason you can't really do anything is because typically they will have somebody in garage on a rotate right here watching your wall, and they will also have somebody in party watching your wall too. So you need to make sure that you clear garage. You can clear garage by having somebody on this window and having somebody on this staircase. These 2 people can pinch anyone in garage. They can pinch the person on the shield and make him run away. The best part about that is by now you should have the wall open, so if he tries to run away, you can kill him. So either way, he's dead. He's fucked, right? He cannot live. So that's why it's really good. You cannot, though, push through this wall until garage is clear, because there's too many angles to worry about, right? Now, you might be saying, if they clear garage, you still have to worry about your right. But taking a one-on-one fight where you only have to watch one angle is way easier than trying to take 2 angles that are opposite from each other as one person, right? Way easier. You also can just smoke it off as well. You don't have to do that. I don't recommend you do that, because I actually recommend that you smoke off the doorway there, or you smoke off the rotate and have your teammate who pushed garage cover each one. You plant behind there. Maybe you plant behind the desk here. You plant behind that desk. Doesn't matter. Just plant behind one of the desks, right? And that's how you attack party and office on Outback. For the final bomb site, we're going to go over the green bedroom and red bedroom bomb sites. This is a pretty hard bomb site to attack, because if you want to attack it, you have to take vert no matter what you do. You can either push from this wall here, take closet and plant in the green bedroom, or more commonly, you can take vert and then come to bottom yellow, get this wall open, and take red bedroom. Either way, I think it's a really good idea to just have one dedicated window bitch the entire round, just on this window, making sure no one can rotate through bathroom. That just makes it to where if you have anybody holding an angle on the rotate, they don't have to worry about bathroom, and you get the plant down much, much easier. The reason that I think taking vert is important is because you can get vert angles on the planter. It's not necessarily that important if you're pushing red bedroom, but it is if you're pushing green bedroom, and I'll explain why. But first of all, let's go over pushing red bedroom. All you gotta do, open up this door right here, and come to bottom yellow. That's it. Then you get a thermite breach, you open this wall. Tech a vibe, yes sir. Ranked after? Probably not, because I'm only like 5 maps deep out of 16 maps. And I've been streaming for an hour and a half. So, I don't know, we'll see. Also, ranked is unplayable. Once you have this wall open right here, your next step is very simple. All you have to do is smoke off wherever the rotate is, whether it be bathroom or on the right. And then you plant right here. You can even get on top of the shelf and then plant like on top of the fucking microwave. Either way, it works. You can plant it pretty easily anywhere you want to. Now, the side of the map that's not as easy to push is the green bedroom site, because you need to take this hatch, which means, unfortunately, you have to take vert. Pretty easy to do since no one likes to play vert on this site for whatever reason. But if you open that hatch, and then you come over here, and you open this wall, which is really easy to do if you just, you know, get on this door from spawn, then all you have to do is throw a smoke grenade directly on top of you, like right there, covering the rotate, covering your left, and then you plant behind the bomb chassis. And if you have that guy on the window right here, like I said, they can't even push from bathroom, which means you get the plant down for free. If you smoke close to yourself, though, you should always be wary of nitros, so maybe go for like a fake plant, you know, and then come back, bait out the nitro, and then real plants. And I think a smoke grenade should still be up even if you do that. But with that out of the way, that's how you attack all of the necessary bomb sites on Outback. Let's move to our next map. Chat, what was our next map? What were we gonna do? What was the next map? I forgot. Oh, you were saying Skyscraper. That's right. Okay. Let's move on to my next map, which is going to be Skyscraper. First up, let's talk about how to attack Karaoke and T. It's a pretty easy bomb site to attack that I think most people actually attack wrong. The mistake that I see most players making is they have way too many people trying to push Geisha. You only need one, and even then, you don't need to take Geisha. There's no reason. I'm gonna catch you sleep and watch the video when it's out. Have fun, stream, peace. All right, later, coffee. You don't even need to push Geisha. You don't need to. The only reason that you would need to push Geisha is so that your Karaoke player has an easier time planting, or so that you can just watch this hallway from a long angle on this wall. That's it. This isn't the bomb site. You don't need to push it. Stop pushing it. A much more proactive place that you can push instead is Blacktop, which is what this balcony is called, right? You have someone black stairs, you have someone Blacktop, you take this hallway, you throw a smoke grenade in this hall right here, you go through the rotate, and you plant in Karaoke. So easy. I do it every single time that I go Skyscraper because nobody expects you to plant through the rotate here. I don't know why, because everyone just expects you to push Geisha or to push Dragon Side. They never expect you to do what should be done, which is the default, which is pushing Blacktop and Black Stairs. But anyways, how you'd push it is exactly what I said. Typically, they'll have this reinforced, and they'll have a shield right here. The best way to counter this is by opening this wall. If it's reinforced, use an ace. If it's not, use like an Ashe or a Zofia, whatever it may be. But regardless, get this wall open. Because this player on the shield has two options. He can either swing you from the shield, or he can back up. But if he backs up, the wall's open, and you can kill him, right? So either way, he's dead, especially if you have a Monty or a Ying, which is very popular on this map, pushing up the Black Stairs. Because then he's blinded, or there's a shield in his face, so either he 1v1s the Monty and he dies, or he runs back and peeks your hole and he dies. Very easy way to get rid of this player. Then the Ying, the Thermite if you're playing Thermite, the Monty, either way, all of those people have smokes. They smoke off right here, so nobody can shoot you from the hallway. They can't shoot you from this door. You come in from the rotate right there. Oh, didn't mean to do that, sorry. And you plant right in front of the couches. So easy to do. There's vert under there too that you can use after you get the plant down. Very, very easy. The only reason you'd push Karaoke is because people put a rotate on this wall, and you can watch this rotate to make sure no one rotates through that rotate to deny your plant. That's the only reason you'd push Karaoke, okay? Now let's talk about the second place you could push, which is T. If you want to push T, unfortunately you have to roam clear, right? Which means you have to drone out all of top house, you have to drone out the house stairs, you have to drone out all of Samurai, you have to drone out this office behind the minibar desk, you have to drone out all of actual office, this hallway, you have to drone out all of terrorist, you have to drone out all of drum, you have to drone out all of dragon. There's just a lot you have to drone and you have to clear. So if you're down to do that, that's fine. But once you've taken all of this control, you've taken all the way, all of the rooms up to drum and up to this hallway, all you have to do is open up this wall here. And even this one too. Doesn't matter, just open up the wall, right? This is another place that people will not expect you to push. Then, depending on whichever way you go to the bomb site, I recommend the left and not the right. You plant the bomb behind the half wall. Your teammates probably will sit on this door right here and cover you while you're planting. And it's easy. You back up out of there. You hold angles, you win the round. You don't need anybody in Geisha to do that, by the way. Stop pushing Geisha, for the love of God. Anyways, let's move to the next bomb site, which is a bit easier to attack, and that's going to be Office and Samurai. The first way that you can attack this bomb site is by going outside on the balcony. When you do that, you can open these two walls right here, open up the house stairs wall over there, have somebody on this window, and then you just plant somewhere, whether it be next to a reinforced wall here, or behind the office desk there, behind this desk here. It doesn't matter, just plant, use a smoke grenade if you have to, and then that's pretty much it. You do that by getting these walls open, just like I said. Or you can push backside, which is the second place. To do this, unfortunately, you're going to have to roam clear, and you're going to have to roam clear a lot. Having somebody in Geisha is pretty nice too, because then they can open holes right here and watch all the way into drum and into terrace, which is nice. But if you want to do this, you need to take terrace control. You need to make yourself a rotate here with some soft breaching, or just a hole to watch stuff. You don't have to make a rotate. But most importantly, you want to push dragon. You push dragon because you're going to get this wall open here, like that. And then you're going to have somebody on this wall or on house stairs try to take control of house stairs for you. They can be on this door, holding the bar, holding the head holes, holding that rotate, whatever it may be. And then you can use this wall to come in and plant behind the Samurai, or you can run in and plant behind the reinforcement, plant on top of this display case here while your person covers the bar. That's it. That's all you have to do. I don't want to say difficult way to attack the bomb site. The first one is much easier. The hardest part about it is just getting into the site, the plant in the first place. But if you can do that, it's pretty easy to do. Next up, let's talk about how to attack the bathroom and bedroom bomb site of Skyscraper on the first floor. So the first way to attack this bomb site is by taking a bedroom, arguably the easiest way to attack the bomb site. You can't make a vert here, can you? Oh, you totally can, never mind. Because all you have to do is take this hallway here and then thermite open this wall or ace it, which is probably safer. Either way, just get this wall open. Let's go, Swirl, how you doing? Once you have this wall open, you can come into here and smoke off the rotate right here and then get a plant down. What makes it easier for you to do this is getting somebody on this window, preferably an ace, to ace this wall open, and then he can see anybody who's trying to contest you or anybody who's trying to defuse the diffuser. So that's one way you can attack this bomb site. Also, if they're playing a lot of vert to deny you from planting, like vert right here, you can take upstairs too, maybe even get the hatch open, drop in a closet, doesn't really matter. The second way you can attack this bomb site is by attacking the bathroom. And the easiest way to do that is by taking the storage closet over here and opening up this wall like this. Now, what sucks about attacking here is you have so many flank options, right? You can get flanked from this door, through this door or that door, Jesus. And then you can get flanked from the reception desk here. You can get flanked from the bottom house stairs if anyone wants to shoot you from this window. But the best way to do this is by doing a quick plant, so they don't have time to flank you, right? You get this door open after droning out all of these rooms. You drone all over there, you drone over here, you drone over there. Then you open the wall, you throw a smoke grenade at your feet, and go for a quick plant. It's the safest way that you can do it. And that's how you would beat this bomb site if you're attacking here. It's high risk, but high reward, in my opinion. And I think the best way that you probably could attack the bomb site is by doing what I first told you earlier. But with that out of the way, let's move on to the final bomb site of Skyscraper, which is going to be Barbecue. Now, to attack Barbecue, the first place that you could possibly push from is actually from Bathroom. What you do is you get on this window right here, and you throw an ace charge at this wall. Throwing an ace charge at this wall, once the wall is actually opened by the ace charge, will make it to where you can be in Bathroom and have a huge angle into Barbecue, and also onto the door where they're rotating, or even behind the ovens if they're playing there. You can also get an angle if they have a rotate there as well. It's just a great wall to have open, especially if you get a bridge charge right here, or you just shoot through it, whatever. And now you have an even crazier angle like this for the rotate over there or behind the pillar. It's just a great wall to have open. From here, you can open up this wall, or you can open up the bar wall over here. And then now you can go through this wall and plant behind this bar here. Big bong, right there. Or you can sit behind bar like this and have a tight angle onto anybody, planting behind here. I like planting there and having somebody hold an angle from here much more, but it's personal preference, whatever you want to do. This, though, doesn't require you to take vert. It doesn't. Unless they actually have vert holes above the site right here, you don't have to take a vert to do this push. You can rush it from Bathroom and do it by yourself. It's great for solo queue. An even better strat, though, but unfortunately requires you to use your teammates, is pushing Kitchen. The best way to push Kitchen is by taking vert, because if you can open up this hatch, you have crazy angles onto anybody inside of Kitchen. You're also able to drop the hatch, throw a smoke grenade onto the door or onto the rotate, and then you have an ace, hard breaching charge, this wall open right here with an ace charge, and then he plants on this corner right here. And then, because he planted right there, anybody can just sit back here and shoot people who are trying to deny the plants, or yeah, deny the plants is the right word. So that's what you're able to do. It's pretty nice. But that is pretty much how you attack Skyscraper and all of the sites in Skyscraper. Let's move on to the next map, which is going to be Consulate. Now, first of all, let's talk about how to attack the top floor bomb site. You can either push this site or you can push this site. A common theme is you can push either side. First, let's talk about pushing this site here. I think the easiest way to do it is by doing an admin tick, which is not at all hard to do. You repel on the windows, you get a free kill on admin, and then you take admin. Now, the best way that you can do an actual plant here is by planting in the default spot, like this. Planting here exposes you to a grand total of 0 fucking angles. 0. That's why planting here is so powerful. All you have to do is plant here. And then if this wall has feet holes on it, or maybe you can ace it open, you can have a teammate cover you from here, and then they can't deny your plant. It's so easy, and it's why 90% of the time that I push a bomb site, I do an admin take, because they can't deny that plant spot, right? As long as you have somebody in this hallway. Optionally, you can push the other bomb site, which is 30 times harder for way less of a chance of it actually working. The best way to push this bomb site is by dropping the yellow hatch, which is why it's so hard. You can drop yellow hatch, or optionally, you can open up this wall here and push from yellow stairs. You open up this wall, you push from yellow stairs, and this is where the hardest part is. Trying to get into the closet or into reception. You have to worry about the bathroom heddles, you have to worry about your baguette hall, and you have to worry about anybody in the actual closet. If you're able to somehow get through all of that, whether it be with a smoke grenade or with sheer actual gun skill, didn't mean to throw that, sorry, then come into here. You're going to smoke off the door and the heddles, kind of like I just did here. You're going to run back and get a plant down. Or if you have like an Amaru or a Ying player, they can get on this window and rappel in once you've taken the room from yellow, and then you can get a plant down. It's much more hard because you have to have teammates and you have to actually win gunfights as opposed to just pushing admin and taking that side of the bomb site for absolutely free. But if you want to learn how to attack the basement, I'll go over that next. To push the basement, you can either take the main wall and take vert and take yellow, or you can come backside and just take backside. Whoa, why is it so dark? What the fuck? Anyways, you get the idea. So to do this, it's pretty simple. Let's talk about pushing the backside first. If you want to take backside, taking control of tunnel is super important because it's super easy. You can take tunnel by getting this wall open and just pushing all the way through. There's no reason to really get this wall open unless you drone in here and see that there's a bunch of people holding backside. But if there's a bunch of people holding backside, don't push here, right? So get on this door, drone out all of basement, drone out that room, drone out Visa, drone out all the rooms to your right, and then push to the left. Pushing to the left, I've found, gets me a lot more value than pushing to the right, because there's more angles that watch the right. There's only one angle that watches the left, and that's the head holes here. If they don't have head holes here, then just worry about anybody that's actually on the stacks right here. That's it. If you push here, and you smoke off your door to your right, and you smoke off your rotate, all you have to do is have your gun forward. You clear the head holes, you clear the rotate, you come into kitchen, and you plant. It's so easy. It's increasingly easy if you're solo queuing and your teammates aren't pushing with you and they're getting this wall open instead. If they get this wall open, they can actually cover your rotate while you're planting. So now you don't have anything you have to worry about because everything else is smoked off. So that's a good push you can do. Or you can push the actual wall, right? So you can stand outside the wall, get this wall open by putting your thermite low. Why do you put your thermite low? You put your thermite low because they can get above the wall and impact trick your thermite if they have impacts. If you put it low, they can't do that anymore. And guess what? You can still sprint through it. You don't have to crouch, right? So that's a great way to do it. You can also put it all the way to the left, so in case they try to like impact trick through the drone hole. But regardless, you get the wall open. You take vert if you need to help you get the wall open, although I doubt you will. And then you take yellow. When you take yellow, worry about your flank. The person on yellow can watch the heddles, they can watch pillar, they can watch the door, they can watch pipes. This person is going to bring flash grenades. They're going to flash pipes, they're going to flash this hallway here so they can take pipes. If they're able to take pipes, they can easily help you get a plant down. Because you're going to walk in with smoke grenades. You're going to smoke off the rotate over there. And you're going to smoke off close to you right here. If I had, I don't have smoke, so you get the idea. You're going to smoke off close to you here and get a plant down. The person can cover you by covering this door, by covering these heddles, and you can get a plant down. Very easy. That's how you attack this side of the basement. So let's talk about the final site that I'll be telling you how to attack, which is going to be the first floor site. The first way that you can attack the first floor bomb site is by getting this wall open here and getting a plant down in the default spot just like that. There's a few ways that you can make this happen. First of all, no matter what you do, you need to take the reception desk room here. Your biggest issue is this hallway and people flanking you, right? Once you've done this, you can then come into the waiting room. Your biggest issue here is this doorway and your flank, right? So you have to watch a lot of flanks here. Another great way that you can attack this bomb site, instead of coming into this room, is actually go into Visa. If you go into Visa, you can get a long ass angle all the way from Visa through this window here into the bomb site. Just a cool little angle I thought I'd show you. But regardless, no matter what you do, you need to get this wall open, right? So use the thermite breach right on this wall right here. Now, if you have a teammate who is in waiting room on this door covering you from your swing there and your rotate here, it is almost impossible for you to not be able to get this plant down. You don't even need a teammate though, because guess what? You can put a smoke grenade here and you can put a smoke grenade here and then get the plant down. That's how you attack it, right? You can also get an ace to open this wall to cover you from the hallway. It is what it is. Do whatever makes you feel comfortable. But the second way that you can attack this bomb site is by attacking piano, which I think is a little bit harder, honestly. To do this, you're going to breach open the yellow wall up here like we did for the top floor so that you can take yellow. To do this, you have to take top floor, which is why you're breaching this open, which is why it's a little bit harder. So if you're taking top floor, you have to clear out on the top floor. Then you have to open up this hatch. And then once you open the hatch, you have to have someone stay on the hatch. And you have to go downstairs and open this wall. That just takes way more time. Way more effort. Doesn't make much sense. So I personally like to just push the backside. But if you're pushing here, open this wall. Throw a smoke grenade on the rotate. Throw a smoke grenade on this door. And come plant behind the piano. It also helps if someone likes to push from this window into this room, although it's not necessary because a lot of the times you'll just die here. But it is possible. If they want to hop through the window and then just sit here and prone and watch the fetals, that's another option. But that's how you attack the bomb site. It's a pretty simple bomb site to attack, which is why really nobody plays it. What was the map I was going to do next, chat? It was Consulate, and then Villa, and then NIGHTHAVEN Labs. That's what it was, okay. But let's move on to my next map, which is going to be Villa. First of all, let's go over how to attack Aviator in games. There's two ways you can attack this bomb site. One, you can try to take study, or two, you can try to take backside. Now, what I'm about to say might shock you, but the best way to attack this bomb site is not from study at all. There's way too many angles that watch study. You have a guy top main, you have a guy in the library hall, you have a guy on the side door, you have a guy on these head hills that they can watch from vault, from the couch, or from the other head hills, or from a rotate. There's too many angles to watch for you to be funneling into one doorway. It doesn't make sense. Instead, push backside. Please push backside. All you have to do is drone all this out. If you drone out all of statue, all of trophy, all of aviator, all of master, all of closet, all of bathroom, and you have a flank watch on your astro stairs, and you have a flank watch on your red stairs, it's so easy to push. Because then, you have one guy on this door, you have one guy push 90, who takes 90, you open vault, or even you could open up this wall here too, and then this person sits in vault right here, in 90, and then the person with diffuser brings smoke grenades or gridlock, whatever it may be, they smoke off the couch, and they plant behind the vault. Your person in 90 can watch to make sure no one's in vault. They can also watch to make sure no one goes on this rotate, and now you can't possibly get flanked. Considering this is a solo queue strat as well, I guarantee you one of your dumbass teammates will be pushing study no matter what, so you don't have to worry about being flanked from this door either. It is a guaranteed failsafe if you push backside when you solo queue. I do it all the time. I know that it works. If you decide to push study though, you stream on Twitch? Yeah, I'm streaming on Twitch right now. It's just Alka FPS, no spaces or capitals. If you decide to push study though, this is what you need to do. You need to have somebody go top main. If you don't have anybody push main, it's impossible for you to walk through this doorway, right? So have somebody clear main, go to top main, go to the hallway, whatever it may be. Then, open up the bar wall. You don't need to open up the study wall. It's actually not important that you do, because the entire point of pushing study is so that you can eventually push into bar, right? You open up this wall just so that the person on your study window can clear bar, make sure no one's bar, right? Then you get your last ace charge, and you throw it on this wall. You don't want to push it to the door, because there's feet holes all along here, right? And somebody in 90 could swing you. Instead, put an ace charge and back up, so the guy 90 can't swing you. Once you have an ace charge here, if you place it low enough, you won't actually have to like jump through it. You can just crouch through it like this. And then, once your guy in the window says, hey, your shit's clear, you don't even have to ADS bar, right? All you have to do, ADS table, quick pick it, okay, no one's there. Then ADS this door. All you have to do, ADS the door, boom, come into here, plant, your teammate on the window's covering you, get off plant, keep ADSing the door, ADS 90, and you're good. That's how you get the plant down. That is why you push study. If you don't do that, there's no other reason to push study. You're just going to get yourself killed. Please, for the love of God, push backside when you push this objective. An objective that you don't have to push backside for, though, is the next one, which is going to be statue and trophy. So, if you want to push this site, there are two ways you can do it. You can either do it from master and do a main take by getting this wall open and planting in statue, or you can do a backside take and funnel into this doorway and try to plant in trophy, or even plant in statue. It doesn't matter. Just taking backside is kind of the push you want to do. I will say, for the site, planting in trophy is usually not as good of an idea as planting in statue, because in statue there's more natural cover that you can plant behind, right? So I just recommend doing that instead. But for now, well, you can break the statue? What the fuck? Yo, tell me in my comments if you knew that you could break the statue. I had no idea. What the fuck? And you can only break it in certain parts too. You can't even break it everywhere. You can shoot her face off to... How much of this statue can you destroy? Holy shit, dude. I just defaced this shit. Oh, there go her boobs. Sorry. I'm trying to see. I think that's it. I think that's all you can destroy. That's crazy, though. I had no idea. You're hot, her boobs. Okay. Of course, now my girlfriend joins the stream. You didn't join for the first 2 fucking hours. The second I start shooting titties on accident, you start... Let me explain, okay? Girlfriend, let me explain. I was knifing the statue to show people what the statue was, and I accidentally knifed a piece off of it. And then I'm like, wait, I didn't know you could destroy the statue. So I started shooting the entire statue, and then her boobs just came off. So I'm like, oh, I just shot her boobs off. And that's when you joined. Like, I'm getting siege timinged in real life, bro. In real life, I'm getting siege timing. What is going on? I'm so done, bro. Fuck my life. I'm just like, what do I do? No, like, actually, like, what, like, I'm taking a water break, bro. Fuck y'all. I'm back off my water break, chat. I'm back. back. First, let's go over how you would attack the statue bomb site. So the way that you do this is obviously by trying to get master control. All you have to do is open these windows, right? The mistake I see players making is they try to open this wall like this, but they don't clear closet and they don't clear bathroom first. If you don't clear closet, they can sit in closet and shoot your aces off, right? You don't want that to happen. So make sure you at least drone this out and make sure no one's in here, and then you can come into here. If you don't know how to clear out closet, a great way to do it is from the bathroom window. A lot of people don't reinforce the right side wall and they just reinforce the middle. If they don't reinforce the right side, you can get on the bathroom window and shoot the person in closet from the window using this wall, right? Very easy to do. So just clear closet, make sure you do that like first priority, right? Clearing bathroom is pretty simple. If you take closet and you take master, you can just literally start shooting the person in bathroom and pressuring him. 9 times out of 10 when you do that, he will back up into Astro. This is the kicker. What I do if I have a duo queue teammate is I'll let him clear bathroom and I'll sit on this Astro window. So either way, he dies to him or he dies to me. He's dead either way, right? So if you have a duo queue, that's a pretty good strat to do. If you're solo though, then just disregard and clear him out of bathroom. But once you cleared him out of closet and out of bathroom, you just have to worry about anybody sitting on brick, and then just get the wall open, right? Open up this wall and open up this wall. Simple as that. Very, very easy, right? You don't need to open the right side. Just opening these walls is great because then you can sit on the master window right here. You can shoot anyone in trophy. You can shoot anybody rotating through Astro. This is really just meant for cover. If you have bomb, you don't go through the wall. It's just meant so that your teammates can sit here and cover you while you plant. Because as a player, you have 2 options. You can plant in between the bomb, which is right here, and the statue. You can plant right there. Or you can plant behind this statue, which I find is a lot safer, especially if you just smoke off this doorway. You can sit right here, and that's fine. And then you have a guy on your wall covering your archway right here. Very, very easy, right? Very, very easy. And that's how you would attack that part of the bomb site. If you want to do back site, though, all you have to do is, so now they can't rotate in between bomb sites, which is great for you, right? So you just hold this the entire round. Optionally as well, if you notice that your team is already going hard breach, you can be the person on this window. What does this window do? Well, you can rappel here, and you can break open the side wooden panel of this pantry like this. You break open the top, you break open the middle, and now this angle allows you to not only watch the door, but watch behind the desk of Tetris right here. So if they try to go laundry, or you try to go in the pantry wall, they can't sit behind Tetris. Then, once you've killed a person Tetris, you can rappel in. Use a smoke grenade on this door. Use a smoke grenade on that door. Plants right here. But I want you to understand, when I have been talking in this video, the entire time, I've been using smoke grenades for every plant. Smoke grenades are so powerful in this game if you use them correctly. And if there was one takeaway from this video that you wanted to learn aside from the site setups, it is that you should be bringing smoke grenades if you're a solo queue player. You will win entire games because of smoke grenades. I promise you. With out of the way, let's move on to the next map, which is NIGHTHAVEN Labs. First of all, let's talk about how to attack the top floor bomb site of NIGHTHAVEN Labs. So, again, there's 2 ways you can push this bomb site. Actually, there's technically 3, but we'll go over all 3. The first way that you can push this bomb site is by pushing connector. And I think, honestly, it's my most favorite way you can push this bomb site. You spawn in as a hard breach, you're outside, and from outside, you open up this wall here. Opening this wall is usually pretty easy. No one really bandit tricks it. If they do bandit trick it, you can open up this wall and then shoot them as they're bandit tricking from meeting. But that's besides the point, because the main point of this is pushing connector. If you have a flank cam, there's actually no risk doing this. If you peek here, you see no one's on the door. Okay, shoot the default camera. Peek here, no one's on the headles. Okay, clear this corner, and you're good. That's it. Then you use your second thermite breach on the wall here. Open up the wall, and then you have somebody playing the door, and you play on the wall. When you're on the wall, goddamn. When you're on the wall, all you have to do is smoke this doorway here. Then you plant behind the pillar, and that's it. It's very easy. Then you can run back out, and you've pretty much won the round. That's why I like that push so much, because it's so unironically free, right? The second way you can push this bomb site is by doing an IT push. All you have to do is open up the IT wall here. When you open this IT wall, you open this IT wall for the same reason that you open the wall on Clubhouse when you're trying to clear rafters, right? You open this wall to clear rafters. You can shoot anybody in rafters from this wall unless they're on the hard right or they're behind the pillar here. In which case, you can have somebody go from bottom rafters up, usually a Monty player, right? It plays the exact same way as Clubhouse plays, right? So if you know how to play Clubhouse, play it the exact same way on this map. You pinch raft with Monty. Monty can bring hard breaching charges, open up this wall, and get the plant down in there. Or you and IT can bring the breaching charges, or not breaching charges, the diffuser, excuse me. And then you can smoke the door and defuse. Right here. It's pretty easy. I'd actually recommend the Monty-Dix diffuser and plant in there, because a lot of the times you'll have a random Ashe or Zofia player that likes to push backside that can cover you, especially when you're solo queuing. So that's what I recommend you do for attacking the top floor bomb site. Let's move on to a much more popular bomb site, which is actually the basement. To attack the basement, there's two ways you can do it. The first way, and the most popular way, is to attack the two walls here. You want to first open this wall, because it's much less likely that they're tricking that wall than it is that wall. So opening this is usually free. Then once you've freely taken that wall, what you're going to do is you're going to open these two walls. You're going to put one ace charge low and crouch height right here so that you can actually crouch through it. Then you're going to put one ace standing like this. You can interchange these. You can have the crouching one on the left and the standing one on the right. But regardless, shoot out the ace charge of the one that is standing, because you're going to use this as just head holes. If you have just head holes here, you can easily peek the doorway, hold the doorway, or peek the head holes and hold the head holes, while still being able to crouch behind the wall and not get your head blown off, especially if you put it just a tad bit higher than I did here. The crouching one you use to crouch into the bomb site so that you can run over here and get the default spot, right? The only issue is that if you make it on this side, you have to travel further. So if you want to make the crouching wall right here, I understand. It just makes it to where the head holes won't be as useful. But, you know, pick your poison. Once you plant here, you can smoke the head holes, you can smoke your door, have a teammate on the wall covering this door, and you're pretty much set to do whatever you want, right? Go for a smoke plant. It's very, very easy. You don't actually need to push here. You don't need to. It doesn't make sense to unless you're going for a plant in pillar, which is going to be what I'm going to be talking about next. Because the next way you push this bomb site is by doing a roam clear. You roam clear so that you can get this hatch open, and so that you can get the hatch over there open without dying to flankers, right? And then you go down these stairs, just one person, you don't need everybody there. And then you're gonna have one person go through that wall that you opened up earlier, and one person to drop the hatch. The reason you wanna drop the hatch and take control of this room very, very badly is because if you want someone who went down these stairs to plant behind the pillar, you can cover them. Or vice versa, that person can cover you while you hop in, maybe smoke that door, smoke this door, and plant behind the pillar. Very, very easy to do. Just plant behind the pillar, and that is the two ways that you can attack the basement of Nighthaven Labs. Let's go over to the final site that I'll go over in Nighthaven, which is the top floor site of kitchen and dining. Alright, now that we're on kitchen and dining, let's talk about how you can attack the bomb site. You can either attack it from this wall and reception, or you can attack it from the closet wall through the hatch or through the wall, and then do a window plant in the kitchen. That's two ways. So to first attack it from reception, it's pretty easy. All you have to do is clear out reception through droning it, clear out the stairs, make sure no one's there, clear the hallway, make sure no one's in the 90 hall, and then you can open the wall. Very, very simple. Now, the hard part comes in actually trying to take site control so you can go for a plant. The easy way that you can do this is by getting a guy on this door. The only thing about that is people like to play in 90 and higher elo, which is what this hallway is called. Which is why I honestly think that pushing here is not the best way to push this site. But if you do decide to do it, have somebody on this door, have somebody on that window, have somebody on vert, and have somebody on this wall who has a smoke for kitchen and has a smoke for in front of them right here, and then they get a plant down like this. That's the way you push here. You need someone on vert to make sure no one pushes you from there, or from there, or from there, and you need someone on the door to double check that person in case they miss from vert, right? And then somebody on the window is pretty optional. It just stops people from standing on top of this little counter and shower. But that takes a lot of coordination, a lot of manpower, and not being a solo queue player. So if you want a strat that is better for solo queue players, I actually recommend taking the backside. To do this, you don't even need to take vert, because you're going to be planting in shower. And you can't actually have vert on shower, so there's no reason to take the top floor, because they're not going to be contesting it anyways, right? So all you have to do is get on this window, come into here, clear it, get this wall open like this. When you get this wall open, or optionally get the hatch open as well, you have somebody on this window clearing kitchen for you. All you have to do is smoke off this window and go for a plant here, or go for a plant here. Whatever you think you need to do. This is a much easier way to push this bomb site that nobody uses, that I think you should start using today. But with it out of the way, unfortunately, nobody ever really plays the other bomb site on Nighthaven Labs, so let's skip to our next map, which is going to be KANAL. Now let's talk about KANAL, specifically the top floor of KANAL. There's a lot of ways you can push this bomb site, actually. As long as you have somebody pushing Skybridge, no matter which place you push, it's going to be pretty much cut out for you. So the first place that you can push is obviously through the main wall. You get the main wall open like this, it's pretty easy. If you have somebody Skybridge, it becomes increasingly easy, because having pressure onto anybody on Skybridge means you don't have to watch it. The only thing you have to watch when you go for a plant is the rotate here, and the hole there that they could be on. Other than that, you just come into here and you plant. It's very, very easy as long as you can take Skybridge control, right? The other place that you could push, which you still should use Skybridge control for, is 90, trying to take from top green into server, right? The way you do this is by having somebody top green, or you go on the 90 window like this. Either way, you're going to get the 90 walls open. You'll get a 90 wall open right there. You'll break this window and get a 90 wall open right here. Having both of these walls open allows you to be able to watch anybody in server, right? So if you sit here while your teammate plants, or your teammate sits here while you plant, you get an easy plant behind this desk. If you have a person's Skybridge, you can get a plant behind the server rack, behind the desk over here. And it's pretty easy. It's like almost a guaranteed win. It's great. You can also plant in this corner and then break the hatch right here, right? And then that means that they can't defuse from over here. They can only defuse right here, which means you can just sit and wallbang them very, very easily. So that's also great. Do not, though, plant on the hatch, because if you plant on the hatch, all they have to do to defuse it is break the hatch, and then you immediately lose a round. So, you know, quick little tip there. But let's move on to the basement of KANAL, and I'll show you how to attack that next. Why are you streaming so late? Are you not from Europe? Listen to my accent. Do I sound like I'm English? I'm American. I'm American. It is not even 7 p.m. for me. I'm not trying to be mean. I was trying to be funny. To attack this bomb site, you actually have a multitude of options. The most common way is to push through trench. If you push through trench, you can open up this wall here, and through opening that wall, you can go through it and come into closet and get a plant down like this. You'll also typically have people on your door here covering you as you do it, or they'll open the hatch and play vert to cover you that way. You can also open the hatch, drop, and plant right here as well, while you have teammates in trench that are covering you from the closet, so you can do it either way. It does not matter. But that is one place that you can push to take this bomb site. Now, the second place that you can take is through Scuba. Each one doesn't require vert, but it is nice to have vert, right? So if you push through Scuba, I also recommend that you have a teammate who pushes through lockers, because if they're in lockers, they can hold a cross into your hallway and into the bomb site while you push into the bomb site, right? So it's just very easy to do that if you have a teammate. But push into Scuba, typically there's head holes here, right? You can open these head holes, or you can open the wall right here. Opening this wall makes it to where if you want to plant behind this desk like that, you can then sit in Scuba or at the top of Scuba stairs and deny anybody trying to defuse the bomb. Super great way to be able to play the game. You can also just plant on this box here and then deny it from the stairs that way too. Doesn't matter. But having somebody in lockers being able to cover you is really nice. So that is the two ways you can push this bomb site. Let's move on to the next bomb site and the final one that I'll talk about for this map. The final map being map and Coast Guard. So if you want to push this site, fortunately for you, there's a lot of options to push the site, which is why it's not seen typically as like a great site, but you get the idea. You can either push this site here, or you can push this side here. Something I recommend if you want to push from this side is taking vert. It will make your job 30 times easier because you have a hatch here that you can use to deny anybody trying to defuse your diffuser. That being said, how do you attack it? Well, the best way to attack is actually pushing the other side of the map. If you push the other side of the map, all you need is 2 pieces of utility that can watch your flanks, whether it be an air jab, gridlock tracks, a zero camera, or a drone. Either way, you just need one for this skybridge and the other skybridge. That's it. It's very simple. That's why KANAL is seen as a pretty bad map. But regardless, you're going to push here after having that, and you're going to open this wall. Why do you open this wall? That's because when you open this wall, you can sit all the way back here, and now you have a long angle onto anybody that wants to rotate, right? So if you have a teammate who drops this hatch and plants, and maybe they smoke off the rotate, they smoke off the door, whatever it may be, you can sit here and cover him. So now nobody can deny his plant unless they're already on his rotate, but then you can cover that too, right? So opening that wall is great. And if you want to be able to go upstairs to do that in the first place, you have to obviously open up those 2 walls or the hatch if it's reinforced. But it's a great way to attack this bomb site. An even better way, in my opinion, to attack this bomb site is to do it from this side of the map. All you have to do is, you don't even have to go upstairs. You actually don't have to. Come to green, open up this wall here. When you have this wall opened, it makes it very, very easy for you to push vending. Also, your teammates typically will push from either bottom red stairs or they'll push from the museum door here. It's very common in solo queue for your teammates to do this, which makes it 30 times easier for you to push into this room because they will be covering your hallway. So if you open up this wall, you can take this room and you don't have to worry about anything to your left because your teammates got it, right? Typically. Then if it's reinforced or not, you can open up this wall. You can breach this wall as well for LOS onto the hallway. Doesn't matter. Just start opening shit, right? And then you can go onto this door and clear, right? The only unfortunate part about this is that once you get to this point in your attack, you have to just start taking gunfights, because there's no way that you're going to be able to plant if anyone's in the site without killing them, right? So you can kill them, maybe smoke off some doors, and go for a plant behind any one of these desks, preferably right here, so that you don't have to watch that door or that door, right? Very easy. And that is how you attack not only this bomb site, but the entire map of Kanal. And we're going to move on to the next map, which is going to be Theme Park. Thank you, Logic Beast, that means a lot. First of all, let's talk about how to attack Armory and Throne Room. Unlike the other sites I've gone over, there's actually 3 ways you can attack this bomb site, and not just 2. So the first way you can attack the bomb site is pretty straightforward. You're just going to open up the maintenance wall, right? If you open up the maintenance wall, just like that, and you open up the yellow wall right here, it makes it to where you can plant in yellow, and they can't hold you on the wall from throne. Or you can plant in throne, and they can't hold you from backside, right? So either way, you want at least 2 walls open if you're going to attack this bomb site. You also can instead do the same exact thing, but from barrels. So if you know, hey, they were roaming a bunch top dragon last round and no one was arcade, just come barrels, right? Just come over here, open up this wall, and you can do the exact same thing. But even when you open this wall, just like the last site, again, you want to make sure that the yellow wall is open, because having the yellow wall open in tandem with one of the other walls will make it to where they can't just all ADS your wall and stop you from planting, right? All you got to do now, smoke off the archway from whichever wall you're pushing, get the plant down behind throne, and your work's pretty much cut out for you, right? The third way that you can push this bomb site is by pushing yellow and also taking vert. If you can take vert, you can open up all of this ceiling up until the archway when it turns into a hard floor, right? Then they can't sit in this bomb site at all. From there, all you have to do is smoke off your archway, have someone watching this door, and then you come in here and plant on the table, just like this. I find in my ranked games that that is actually the easiest way out of all 3 options that I've showed you to attack the bomb site, because most people forget that you can play vert on this site. They completely forget, and people like to just sit behind throne all game and contest these 2 walls. So I find opening this wall, playing vert, maybe opening another wall to kind of trick them and, you know, make them not be able to sit behind throne is the best way to attack this bomb site. And if you want to know how to attack initiation, let's go over that next. Now, to attack initiation, what you need to be able to do is either you're going to push from arcade or you're going to push from top dragon. Those are the 2 sides of the map that you can push from to play this bomb site. What I find honestly to be the easiest is to push from top arcade, so I'll go over that first. You can either run an ace or a thermite here. It doesn't really matter. I prefer thermite though, because if they don't open up this wall right here, you can put a thermite breach on the right side of this wall like this, and as close to the wall as you can get it, right? And the proximity of that explosion will actually explode this wall. So if they have this wall electrified with a Cade or a bandit, or it's muted or it's turbo out, you can literally just put it on this wall and negate all of that. Then you throw a smoke grenade on that archway, you plant behind the throne, and you win the game. Very, very easy. I do it all the time on stream. Real ones know. Or you could open up this wall and open up that wall and plant inside a vault. Either way, that's a great way to do it from this side of the map. The second way that you can plant or push from the side of the map is by pushing from top dragon. You can get an ace to go on the cash balcony right here. Come on. There we go. And then he can ace the mirror. He can come in, hold this angle, try to push up to bathroom, whatever it may be. I find this is pretty hard. It's like study on Villa. There's no reason to have your entire team here. You're just going to get smoked. Instead, have one person push there late round. And then your other teammates are going to drop this hatch and push into comms. Then you have flashes for anybody behind the actual shrine. You smoke off the right, so it smokes off that archway, and you come plant behind shrine. I find planting there is easier than planting anywhere else, so I do that in your ranked games. But now let's move on to the bomb site that's literally right next to this one, which is daycare and bunks. To attack this bomb site, you can either attack from cafe and get this wall open for a plant, or you can attack from initiation and get the bunks wall to do a plant here instead. To do this, if you want to be able to push this side from initiation, all you have to do is roam clear with a drone. That's pretty much it. Once you're able to do that, you can get this wall open here. And then I also recommend that you get the vault wall here and that wall here. If you're able to open these walls, what they allow you to do is they allow you to get crazy angles. So I will open this wall and I'll sit here and I will watch top arcade, because people love to swing, especially if you don't have teammates in cafe to scare them off. They're gonna run through this hallway. You get a free kill. You can kill people in yellow stairs. You can come into here, look at this doorway, kill people on the rotate in sight. It's so good, right? Also, being able to open up this wall makes it to where you can get on this catwalk right here and kill anybody on the bomb site and hold a crazy angle, right? So I love pushing here for that exact reason. But regardless, depending on what you do, opening this wall if you're pushing this side of the map is a must. If you open this wall, you can smoke off the rotate, smoke off the door. You usually have a teammate in your hallway, and then you can just plant behind the couch right here. Or you can plant, you know, beside the doorway like this, and then you only have to smoke off that door, which is pretty cool. Then back up, and then you can go into like closet, get on this window, shoot open this wall, and now you can deny anybody who's trying to defuse, right? Great way to push. The next way that you can push this bomb site, instead of going from initiation, you can go from cafe. So this wall will typically be reinforced, right? If you're in higher elo, they'll put head holes here, but they'll still reinforce all the other walls. All you have to do is ace this bitch open. Ace that one, ace that one. You don't have to ace that one, but you can. And then having a teammate on the top arcade window or coming up the arcade stairs is pretty crucial here, so that you don't have to watch the arcade hallway from this door, right? Now, all you have to do is clear your left. Okay, no one's there. No one's there. Cool. Watch the rotate. No one's there. Cool. I'm going to go in, plant behind the train like this. That's all you have to do. Very, very easy. So now that I've gone over all of the bomb sites that everybody plays on Theme Park, let's move to the next map that I'm going to do. Chat, what do we do next? Which is going to be Cafe. First of all, let's talk about how to attack the 3rd floor bomb site. Obviously, you need these hatches open so that you can drop the hatches in the first place to attack the bomb site. That's a given, right? What I'd recommend next is getting an ace to open this wall. If they have any electricity on it, you can easily go on the ticket window right here, break this window open, and shoot any bandits, arcades, or mute jammers on the wall, right? Very easy stuff. If you can't actually see the mute jammers, you can always just ace open the top of the wall because the mute jammers can't reach that. Then, once you have the wall open, drop, put a flank camera for your red. I like putting it, what I'll do, chat, is I'll, in the prep phase, I'll drive my drone up here, and I'll put it, oh, I missed my jump. Curtains. I'll drive up the railing, and then I'll skip it up onto here, and then this. Can we stop glitching? Thank you. This will watch all our red stairs. That's a pretty good flank cam drone. But anyways, I'll put a flank cam, drone all up piano, and this is where the hardest part is. You have to be able to take piano, right? If you don't take piano, you will lose the game every time you attack his bomb site. Every single time. Then what you're going to do, make sure no one's pixel, to make sure no one's bathroom. You're going to open up freezer. And then optionally, you can use a breach charge and open up the trash wall right here. Now, you can watch the freezer rotate. You can watch anybody in the actual freezer, the bathroom rotate, anybody on the beer door. And then you can plant either on trash if you know no one's in bathroom, or you can have somebody on the wall covering you while you plant behind the bar, or if you dropped new hatch, you can plant on the Shiko plant. That's it. The only other way you could push the site is back site, but it's so terrible to do and it's such high risk, high reward that I honestly only recommend pushing the site the way that I showed you, which is why people love this site. There's really only one way you can attack it, and if you're able to deny that, you win the round most of the time. But a site that you can actually attack in multiple different ways is the kitchen of Cafe as well. To attack kitchen, there's 2 sides you can attack kitchen from. You can either do it from bakery and get the main wall open, or you can do it from white stairs and get the freezer wall open. I'll show you how to do both. So first of all, if you want to take bakery, you unfortunately have to clear the kid out of behind bakery. That's the unfortunate truth, right? And the only way to do that is by getting on this window here and putting an ace on this wall. If you can do that, that makes it to where you can sit outside of this window and look at the kid behind bakery, and he will die. If he decides to sit in this left corner all the way over there, your guy on the door can see him. More importantly, there's a specific little pixel angle I can show you that will also get him. If you get on top of this black car right here, now you can see him, right? I'm shooting the monitor right there. I'll show you my bullet holes whenever I get back there. Watch this. Watch this shit. See, I shot all of that. I can shoot all the way back here, which means I can shoot him in the corner. I shot right there. Those are all bullet holes right here. So if he's in the corner, that guy will get him. If he's not, you can get him from the wall. Easy way to clear bakery. Once you've done that, then you can get this wall open with any sort of breaching charge, hard breaching charge, ace, thermite, whatever it may be. You smoke off this one archway here, and you get the plant down. That's it. It's so simple, right? The hardest part is taking bakery, but if you do what I said, it should be pretty easy. Now let's talk about something that's arguably a little bit harder to do, and that is pushing backside. The only way that you can push backside is if you have a duo that is pushing with you. So you can push white stairs and get the wall open, but if you have nobody pushing restaurant, getting this double window opening, and like trying to push whiskey and coat check and all those areas, you're never gonna win because you have a flank route from brown stairs, from whiskey, from reception, from white stairs. That's way too much to worry about, especially once you get the wall and you have to worry about those angles too. It doesn't make sense, right? So get the wall open right here, take vert, get the hatch open, do whatever you need to do, right? And have a teammate push restaurant. This teammate is going to clear all of this out. If there's any castles, they'll get them with breaching charges or ash charges. They're going to open this wall so they can get a long angle through this soft wall right here onto anybody behind the double window. Easy stuff to do, right? Now, your teammates on vert are going to cover you. On the door, they're going to cover you. And once you've cleared out coffee, you're going to plant behind the bomb that's typically right there. And that's how you push freezer. Okay, very, very simple. It's just more teammate reliant than a push in bakery is. You can do bakery completely by yourself as long as you have good aim. Okay, now we're going to move on to the next site, which is going to be reading. The first floor bomb site that we're going to attack is going to be reading. So if you want to take reading, or any first floor bomb site on this map for that matter, you have to take vert. And the way that you take vert is the same exact way that you would take the third floor if you were attacking the third floor, right? You get that wall open, you take piano, you take bar, you take freezer, you take bathroom, whatever it may be. You just want to clear the top floor. And then just play a bunch of vert. Typically, people will also sit in cocktail. They'll sit top stacks right here. So you can also get this wall open if it's reinforced. You'll see that really only in higher elo, but if it is reinforced, you can get that open. Once you have a vert, you want the hard breaching charge teammate to drop pillar. Once he's dropped pillar, as long as you have someone bottom red covering him, you can easily just get the reading wall open right here. When this wall is open, all you have to do is run to the dresser and plant. Obviously, given that you have a teammate on the door covering you and making sure no one's actually in reading, but you can drone that out and worry about that later. You get a plant down here, you can even smoke off your door, it doesn't matter. That's a great way to push reading, right? The other place that you could push, obviously, is dining or fireplace, whatever you want to call this, right? Typically, this wall will be reinforced with a rotate on this wall. If you're in low elo, both of these walls are being reinforced, which is why the best thing you can do is just get the wall open if it's reinforced, right? I know I have a lot of low rank players that watch me, so if that's fully reinforced, breach it. If not, then you can just vault through the rotate that's typically there, and then you can smoke off the archway, smoke off your hallway, and then go for a plant. Then, after you get the plant down, get on this window, you're going to repel, and now you can deny anybody trying to defuse the bomb. Very simple. Now, let's move on to the final first floor bomb site, which is going to be train, which is going to be museum. Now that we're attacking mining, there's one thing that I have to tell you before I go over what needs to be cleared and what needs to be breached. And that is, if you're a solo queue player and you notice that your team is already getting walls open and things of that nature and you don't know what to pick somebody with an LMG. Because having somebody with an LMG on the mining window the entire round, if your team is pushing mining, will make it so much easier. Because then they can't get on that door, they can't get on that wall over there, and they can't get on this door. And you can sit and pre-fire through all of these walls the entire time and get some free kills. It works especially if you have Finka, because you can flash that doorway and hop in with your Adrenal Surge, or with Ying, because you can just flash the archway, right? So having somebody with an LMG on this window the entire round is super powerful. But let's actually go over how to play it if you don't want to be a little shithead that rats the entire round. Obviously, you have to clear the top floor, right? It's not as important that you clear cocktail and things of that nature over there, because you can sit and play vert and have people over there. It doesn't matter, right? Playing vert is not as necessary on this site. What is necessary, though, is taking red stairs. Because from red stairs, if this wall is reinforced, you can ace it open, right? Or you can buck it open, even if it's soft, right? You can soft breach this wall. Doesn't matter, right? Soft breach it, ace breach it, whatever it may be. But now you can sit on the stairs, and you have crazy angles onto anybody on this door, right? Which makes it easier for your mining window player to come in and plant, or for you to come in and plant, and your mining window player to cover you, right? So plant here, and that's a great way that you can push mining. However, if you want to push dining, which by the way, don't recommend you do it, but if you want to, you're going to do it the exact same way that you did it when we were pushing the other side. Ace this wall open, get the bomb down, open this window, and sit outside the window. It is that easy, my friends. That's how you do it. And that is it for Cafe. Let's go to our next map, which is going to be Emerald Plains. So first of all, let's talk about how to push admin and CEO. Now, there's a multitude of ways that you can actually push this bomb site. The first thing that you can do is try to get on the window and the closet wall and the green wall and just like pinch this area of the map and get a plant down right here. I actually don't recommend at all that you get a plant down in this bomb site, but if you want to, I'll show you how to do it anyways. First of all, what you want to do is when you're outside, you're going to get on the balcony and you're going to ace this closet wall open right here. Then you're going to go in the closet, and this is typically where you'd have like a teammate who's in green hall already, because everyone pushes green. And if you want to help them, you can open that wall, then go all the way up and open this wall here, and then go all the way back to closet. Or you could just start out by doing that breach and then come over here and do that breach so you're not wasting time. But this breach makes it to where they can be outside, like on the screen door, and they can hold in sight if anyone tries to swing you while you plant, or they can hold the bomb, which you'll be planting right there. So that's just a great breach to have. And then that's all you have to do. You really just do that. You hold your door and then you plant right here. Hopefully you have a teammate covering you. I wouldn't do this if you didn't. And that's how you attack this side of the map. However, if you want to attack this side of the map, there is something you can do. One, you want someone on this window, right? This is going to be the person with the actual bomb. Then you're going to have people pushing this side of the map, whether it be through breaching this wall or straight up just going through this doorway here. You're going to have people pushing the side of the map. If they push the side of the map, they can watch the rotate. They can watch any feet holes or head holes on this wall and make it a lot easier for you to plant behind this chair where the default plant is, right? That's how you do it. Way more risky. You have to rely on your teammates a lot more, which is why I like this push, but it's certainly how you would push the top floor bomb site. Now let's go over a bomb site that is right next to this one, which is going to be paintings. So to attack this bomb site, you have a lot of options, which is why I don't like going here if I'm a defender, by the way. But the first thing you want to do for the first push is coming onto the balcony and opening up these two walls here. Open this wall, and then open the other one too with an ace charge. Having these walls open makes it to where you can watch the rotate that might be here, or you can make it to where if anyone's trying to plant in this bomb site, you can sit on this wall and stop anybody from like chasing them down, right? So great angle to have. Not really actually necessary though. You don't have to do it. It's just for an angle, right? What you absolutely do have to do though is you have to push into archives. When you're in archives, literally all you have to do is put a smoke grenade on this, like, you know, archway, viewway, whatever you want to call it, and then plant in the corner. That's it. That's all you have to do. You can plant in this corner. You can plant behind one of the display cases. It doesn't matter. It's very easy. Just throw a smoke canister down because nobody actually plays in this site. They all play behind these little like wooden things like pussies, and they just sit here and hold angles through the actual punch holes, right? So all you have to do, put a smoke grenade there and plant. So easy. If the wall's open, it's even easier, right? That's all you have to do. If, however, you want to push back site, you would kind of clear it like you did if you were pushing the actual site here. You get the closet wall open, and then you push into here, right? Then you're going to get this reinforced wall open like this. Get the left side, not the right side. And you'll get the left side because it allows you to get a huge angle onto the actual site door, right? And then if there's a rotate here, you get that angle too. Then you can come into here once the bomb's down, take gunfights, whatever it may be. I also recommend acing this open just to add pressure to anybody who's sitting in the bomb site. Then smoke the door, plant behind the desk, and you're set. Now let's go over the last bomb site that you should be attacking in Emerald Plains, and that is dining and kitchen. Okay, chat, what do I have to do? I have to do Coastline, and what else? Is Coastline the last map that I have to do? Chat, if it's the last map I have to know, I have to do Border. Fuck! Okay. To attack dining and kitchen, there are two main ways you should go about it. You should either do it from the freezer wall, or you should do it from the orange wall, right? Those are the two places you could do it. Now, I don't recommend pushing the freezer wall unless you take vert, and there's a reason why. They can open up this soft floor right here. If they choose to open up this soft floor, they can see you when you're on the wall or even outside of the wall from all the way up there, and there is almost a 0% chance that you will be able to fight back. So, if you want to take the freezer wall, push freezer, you also need to go upstairs and get the upstairs wall and take vert. It is your only shot of being able to push freezer. But if you take vert, you get that wall open, you get the hatch open, whatever it may be, you eventually get this wall open too with your hard breaching charge. All you have to do is either A, drone out kitchen, push kitchen, and then get a plant down here by smoking this rotate and smoking that door, or you can just sprint past here, hug the reinforcement so no one shoots you there. You can peek the rotate, hop in the rotate, and plant. Either one of those require you to A, have balls of steel and the gun skill of Spoit, or B, have smoke grenades. And if you don't have either, I recommend you do the next push, which is actually pushing from orange stairs. If you push from orange stairs, you can easily get on this window, which you get right out of spawn, and then throw the ace charge from outside, like this and like that. That's a sight wall you can open for free. You can even lob an ace charge all the way over there onto that sight wall too. It's pretty easy, right? Your only worry here is the actual orange stairs, but it's pretty easy to hop in and take a gunfight with that, or just a clear vert if you need to. And then from here, all you have to do is put a smoke grenade right there. Then you hop in, go for a plant, maybe go for a plant on the door, which is probably safer to be real, and then you're fine. You can have a guy in the hallway on this breach if you put it a little bit higher, watching the rotate, watching the door. You can go outside from the sight window and deny anybody trying to defuse your diffuser, and I like this push way much more. way much more. Oh my god, anyways, let's move on to the next map, which is going to be Coastline. First of all, let's talk about obviously the most popular bomb site on Coastline, and that's going to be Billiards and Hookah. So for this bomb site, you notice I'm not bringing a hard breach like Ace or Thermite when showing you how to play this, and that is because Coastline is a rare map where you don't actually have to bring a hard breach to play this map. You don't. There's no reason for you to bring a hard breach or anti-hard breach for that matter. You can play whoever you want. And instead of just showing you 2 ways you can push this bomb site, I'm actually going to show you 3 because there are 3 ways you can push it. First of all, you can do a hookah push. All you need to do a hookah push is to have somebody on this door and to have somebody else either pushing up Cool Vibe stairs or on the window. That's it. It's pretty easy. You could flash into here by throwing a flash grenade and then flashing anybody behind hookah, and then you can plant behind here. Now I will say, of all 3 of the options that I'm going to go over, this actually is the hardest to do because it's the most common and the one people expect the most. The second way you can push is from Aqua into Billiards instead of Hookah. This is slightly more common, but not as common as the first example. To do this, you really want to make sure that you have any sort of flank watch in luggage at all. Put a drone there in the prep phase. I don't care what you do. What I like to do is I'll go through the double door, come up these stairs, and I'll hop a drone in one of these shelves right here. And then now I can just watch 90, right? And I can watch luggage. Great drone spot. I definitely recommend you use it. If you have that drone spot, before you rappel up here, get on that drone. Okay, no one's there. I'll rappel up. Now that I'm here, get on the drone again. Okay, no one's there. Now I'm going to buck this open. I'm going to use my second drone to drone out all of Aqua, right? I'll drone out all of Aqua. Okay, I check again in luggage. Okay, no one's there. Now I push into Aqua. You want to check luggage that many times because siege timing does exist. The second you get off your drone, someone's going to go there. So you have to be checking that drone constantly, right? Especially if you're solo queuing. Then push into Aqua, clear Aqua, destroy the default cameras, clear the rotate. Then you can flash into here or smoke it, whatever it may be, and plant behind the bomb. That's 2 ways you can push this bomb site. The next way you can push this bomb site is actually not for a plant, but it's for kills, which I haven't talked about yet. To do this, you're going to push VIP. So you're going to open this wall or open this door, whatever you want to do. Then you're going to drone into VIP. When you drone into VIP, you drone into Hall of Fame, you drone into Theater, you drone into Master Bedroom, you drone all of it, then you come into here. The reason taking VIP is super important is because you can open up this wall here. Opening up this wall is huge because then you can sit and shoot into Pink Bar. You can shoot onto the bomb, you can shoot on the billiards table, you can stand all the way back here, but most importantly, you can also shoot anybody rotating from Hookah into Billiards, right? You can also, from here, open up an angle onto this wall and shoot anybody behind Hookah, right? You can also, prone right here, throw a flash grenade, and because you open the wall, you can just vault through and kill anybody in vase. Very easy to do, right? And even if it's reinforced, Buck bring hard breaking. Oh, I'm so gay. I'm so gay. I like dick in my mouth. Okay. Sorry, I stuttered. You can also bring hard breaching charges on Buck and get the wall up into. That is why when I play ranked, if you ever see me on stream reinforcing these 2 walls, that's why. I've died to this wall way too many times for it to be funny. So I just reinforce them. But with that out of the way, those are the 3 places you can push to beat Hookah. So now let's move downstairs into kitchen. So to attack the kitchen, there's 2 ways you can attack it. You can either do a service push or you can do a kitchen push. If you want to do a kitchen push, I recommend you play vert. If you're doing a service push, you don't have to, but it will help. So if you want to push service, there's a few ways you can do it. Now notice I did bring the ace this time. That's because if you actually open up this reception double door, you can ace open this triple wall here. So I'll ace this, I'll ace to the left, and then I'll also ace open the kitchen wall just for fun for some added angles, right? These aces make it to where if I'm playing in reception, I can shoot anybody on this triple wall, and that makes it 30 times easier for my players to come into service and plant in the default spot right here. Now, if they plant, I can watch the kitchen door, I can watch the rotate from this wall, and they get the bomb down right here easily, right? You can take vert to make sure no one's on this bomb chassis, but you don't need to. You can easily just go reception, go to service, and you'll be fine. The second way you can push this bomb site is from back here. You don't need a hard breach to do it. You just need to play vert, right? You push from sunrise, you push from blue bar, you get on the kitchen door, and you get on the kitchen window. The person with bomb should be the one on kitchen window, and you need vert here because you need somebody to be able to clear out anybody who's sitting here below the vert, right? So you always want to have vert if you're pushing this backside. But here, it's pretty easy. All you need is either flash grenades or smokes. You throw a flash grenade off the bomb chassis so it bounces over here and flashes the person here, and then you plant. Your person on the door or on vert can cover you from that doorway, or you smoke off the doorway, or you smoke close to you and you plant. Either way it works, right? So that's how you attack kitchen. Let's go over the last bomb site where you're going to be attacking Penthouse. Now, if you want to be able to push theater and push Penthouse, there's two places you can do it from. You can do it from either the theater wall by taking top white, or you can take VIP to then take Penthouse by getting the VIP wall open. Let's talk about the VIP wall strat first, because I think it's honestly better. First of all, get this wall open. Pretty easy to do if they're not bandit tricking and you have a Thatcher. Once this wall is open, your biggest threat is anybody in VIP. If you can kill them and clear them out, then you're fine. Now, typically, you'll have a reinforcement here with a rotate here and head holes here. You can use the rotate right here to then go through it and plant right here next to the bed. They will not be able to swing you from theater, and even if they get close to the bed, they can't shoot you from it anyways because of this lamp. Having somebody on your window or somebody that drops the bathroom hatch to be able to cover your door as well makes this incredibly easy, and you can also plant on top of the bed if they're playing below with a nitro cell. If you decide to push theater, however, then you need to take top white control. You have to drone out all of backside and drone out all of reception to make sure you don't get flanked. Then get this theater wall open right here, and if you're playing ace and you have another breach charge, I'd actually recommend getting this wall right here opened as well. Getting this wall open allows you to be able to sit all the way back here in luggage and get a huge long angle onto anybody on this doorway. So that's a good angle that I like to use. Then this, all you have to do is throw a smoke grenade onto the door right there and plant just like this. It's pretty easy. The only issue is there's so many places that you can get flanked. So as long as you have flank watch or competent teammates, this shouldn't be too hard. But now let's move on to the final map of today's video, and that is border. The first site I'll talk about is the upstairs site. You can either do an armory push or you can do an archives push. First, let's talk about the default, which is an armory push. If you push armory, get these two walls open. Plain and simple. If you need to clear out CC by getting on this window and looking through it, or actually droning through CC, do that first, but then after, get the wall open. Now, I personally love to run either a Capitao or frag grenades here, because then you can clear the person out of half wall. Finally, have someone on the breach cover you while you go for a plant, or vice versa. Plant right here, and the round is pretty much set for you. It's very easy. If you're worried about someone shooting you below, you can plant on top of this brick instead, and it's just as easy. If they are playing below a lot, then I actually recommend you push the other side, which is archives. Now, you might be wondering, well, can't they just go below if you plant right here as well? That is true. That's why you're not going to plant in front of the doorway. You're going to plant in front of the window, because this is all brick and they can't shoot through it if you didn't know. To push this bomb site, it's almost necessary that you bring smokes. Like, if you actually need it, if you want to push here, because you need smokes for right there. But I'll go into that later. For now, what you want to do is open up the archives wall here. If you open up this wall from outside, it makes it to where you can sit on this window, and they can't sit in the back of archives and nitro you, smoke you, or do anything of the sort to be able to deny your plant. Obviously, they can't sit on top of the counter, they can't sit on the hard right unless they're behind the bomb, they can't do anything. So you can deny that for pretty much free. Then your person with bomb is going to fake a plant right here. You're going to bait out nitros, bait out smokes, bait out someone below, then back up. Go to the window, smoke this off, hop in through the window, and plant right here. That's how you beat the top floor of border. Once you do that, you go back outside the window, you sit outside the window, and you bait for the diffuser. It's very easy. Next up, let's talk about how to attack vent and workshop on border. So there's two ways you can attack it. You can attack it from vent and take vert, or you can attack it from bathroom. I personally like to attack it from bathroom. All you have to do is come into bathroom. It's preferable if you take top east and then drop through the hatch, but you can go in through the teller's window. It's just much more dangerous because people will put like head holes here to watch that. But once you do that, then just open up this wall. Sometimes they'll make a rotate because they like to extend into bathroom, so it might already be done for you. But if it's not, open up the wall. From here, literally, all you have to do is get a teammate on that door and smoke in front of you right here. Then plant behind here, and it's absolutely free. That's all you have to do. I see way too many people, especially on border first floor sites, that think that they need to take vert. You don't need to take vert if you're going on a first floor site. You don't need to. The only time you actually need to take vert, chat, is if you need to get angles on the bomb, or if they have angles onto you when you're taking the first floor. That's it. So you can do this, or you can do a much more fun take, which is taking vent. But if you take vent, you have to take vert, because a lot of the times they will actually have vert and angles onto this window and onto the default plants, right? So you want to take vert by getting the wall open, clearing all of it out, doing what you need to do. But once you're here, you can easily get on this window, come in, smoke your left on the rotate, and then plant right here. If this wall right here is reinforced, I'd actually recommend planting behind the desk instead, because people will shoot through the floor because they know you're planting behind the window, right? It's really common, and when these people come in through the rotate, the first place they're going to look is right there. So if you're planting and you see them come in, you can easily shoot them because their head's not turned to you, right? So that's how you attack this bomb site. It's really straightforward, which is why a lot of people don't defend it, which is why instead the next bomb site that they like to defend is actually bathroom and tellers. Next, let's talk about how to attack bathroom and tellers. Wait, that's tellers. Bathroom and tellers. Okay, you get the idea. And there's a few ways you can push this. One, you can do a workshop takeover into bathroom, or you can do a vert to square take into tellers. That's two options. Or you could go vert into bathroom, but I mean that's just like devil in the details at that point. So, I mean, either way, taking vert is pretty important for no matter where you push, I like to think, right? Because even if you're trying to push workshop, being able to open the workshop hatch is pretty nice. So, if you want to clear out here, you're unfortunately going to have to drone all this out and clear all of this out, right? I like to drone out office and have my prep phase drone in archive so I can drone both and not miss drone people in accident. Then I'll use this drone to drone out armory, I'll re-drone office, and then we're good, right? I'll come into here, I'll open the workshop hatch, I'll come up here, and I'll thermite this hatch open here. Or Hebana, AAC open, whatever, it doesn't matter. You get the idea. You want to get the hatches open, right? Once the hatches are open, you want to start playing vert with a ram, a buck, whatever it may be, and just take vert. The cool thing about this is that if you end up opening the hatch, it's very, very easy to get a plant down. It's actually astonishingly easy. So we do, you throw a smoke grenade on the rotate, and then you come to this side of the hatch, and you throw a smoke grenade on the rotate there. Then you drop, and you plant. It's that easy. Chances are too, if you're taking vert, so are your teammates, so they can sit and watch the door from vert, and you have a guaranteed plant down. It is, I think, the easiest way to attack this bomb site. But if you know that you're not going to be able to take vert this round, then there is another way that you can push this bomb site. You can push it from square. Now, obviously, you need to be top square to push bottom square. So you're like, well, obviously, you have to take vert. Not really. They can sit in office. They can sit in archives. They can sit in armory. They can sit in CC. And you can still go to bottom square. As long as you're watching your flanks up there, you should actually be fine. So what you want to do is you want to thermite or ace or just fucking breach this wall open, right? You'll breach this wall open, and you just want to make sure that no one comes in your hallway. That's really the biggest issue you have. Once you breach this wall open, you can just smoke in front of you and plant right here. It is that easy, my friends. As long as you have someone holding flank, holding your hallway, you can plant here pretty much for free, and that's how you attack this bomb site. Now let's move on to the final bomb site of border of this map and of this video, which is going to be customs. Here's how you attack the bomb site. You can either attack jail wall and go into this bomb site here, which is a little bit harder, or you can attack into customs. Now, if you attack into customs, I think it's personally the easiest way that you can do it. You don't have to take vert, you don't have to roam clear. All you have to do is go straight from spawn onto this passport double door and make your way into passport, right? And from this door, you can open up this wall here. If it's electrified, EMP it. Who cares, right? Thermite it open, get this wall open, and this is why nobody plays this site, because all you have to do is literally plant behind here. You don't need a smoke grenade, you don't need a teammate. All you do, get the wall open and plant. It is the easiest bomb site you will ever attack, and that is why nobody plays it. Also, nobody plays this bomb site because you can easily thermite open this wall here, right? You thermite open this wall right here, and then you take jail after it's open and you sit inside this room. You don't even have to do that, actually. You can sit outside of the breach and hold this door right here, and now they can't rotate in between sites, right? That's why this site sucks, because there's way too many angles that attackers can get without having to roam clear that completely mess up anything that you want to do in this site, right? So you can do that. You can open jail, you can come in through here and plant in this site, or come in through the window and plant in this site. Either way, it's pretty easy. If they're playing in this site, play vert, take the site regardless. But that is how you attack this site, and that is how you attack every site on border and every single site in the game. With that out of the way, my name's Alka. Check out the streams, check out this next YouTube video, and I hope I'll see you there. Later.